Hi everyone. Hi. We're currently taking a look at the episode I'm about to edit. Let's pause this for now because I'm actually here. Went to the toilet, got myself something to drink, I washed my face. I'm ready. Ready to rock, ready to rumble. Ready to, first off, is everyone here? How many people are watching? 13, that's enough for me. Like, even one of you would be enough, so I don't feel as lonely. First off, I have to delete the audio tracks I don't really need, which are just like everything bundled together just in case I ever need that. Which is also what is being used when I just upload a stream, hence why I can't like not do it. Next off would be syncing the audio I record with the audio I record with Audacity, which is always quite fun. Since somehow, I don't know how, I don't know what the reason for that is, but that shit yesterday. But my audio tracks are different lengths, usually. Oh my god, it's working out this time, this is a miracle. Every now and then, they are the same length, and so I don't have to sync. This is a sign, this is a blessed episode, I tell you. Usually, like, my Audacity track is slightly longer, so I have to pitch it a little bit and make it smaller, which, you know, quite used to that. Small things. All right. Next up, let me think. How do we proceed with this? I better save first. So the contents of this episode. If you don't want to know about next week's episode, you better not watch the stream, because on Friday we're doing Tibereth, like the floor realization. We're not really doing Tibereth, spoilers, sadly, but next week it's gonna be Gabura and Big Bird. Quite an interesting episode, because I actually split this one in 2 parts, but I think, judging by the length of what I have recorded, with about 35 minutes where I'm talking and another 22 where I'm talking, I'm not gonna make this into one episode, but rather keep the 2 parts split and have 2 videos on the shorter side, like as a little breather after Project Moon week. So next up we're gonna, let's see, where do we start a video? Let's say over here, can delete that. And where do we end the video? That's like, I guess that's gonna be the end. Me forfeiting the battle against, oh god, this is such a sad episode. I remember now. I haven't done anything in this episode. I gave up against Gebura because I had to grind more pages. Every time you fight Gebura, you have to bring the Book of Lobotomy Corporation. And every time you want to have the Book of Lobotomy Corporation, you need to do another reception. Which is why it was so annoying. It was so fucking annoying. Yeah, whatever. I ran out of books, and like Big Bird, I ran out of time. I knew how I was supposed to do it, because take a look at this, he was down to 62% health, but no, I'm not gonna suffer through this shit. But I don't know, something went wrong apparently, and I tried again one more time. 3, 2. But then apparently I just decided, nah, I've screwed up, and I'm not in the mood for that right now. so we're gonna like end. Let's see. I'm gonna end. Let's end here. All right. So the actual footage length is now 1 hour 19. Okay. You got let's see. People have written something. Why is my stream in the digital art category? There's no creative category anymore apparently, so I thought let's just lie a little. My videos are anything but art. Thank you. Real-time it's real-time editing. That's what we're doing. Oh, Tenochi got new art, okay. From that lady suit that you twittered on Twitter. Iori! Man, people... Don't get angry, Lambda. Don't get angry. People can look forward to the Iori fight. What is it with people and just... No, I won't even go there. Not today. I'm not in the mood for that. Like, work was really bad. I got off work at 8 and when did I arrive at home? At like 20 minutes to 9 or something. I don't know. And I'm really tired actually. So I just downed a whole hugely oversized cup of coffee. and I hope the rest of the day will be better. The rest of the evening even. By Gabura, you mean realization or red mist? Yeah, red mist. Yeah. Like how? Oh yeah, that was back when her animations were a little bit bugged with the videos, right? Looks different now. Just do the reds. That's still annoying having to do something else every now and then. Good guy Lambda never checking enemy resist. No! It's all the way up there. My eyes are like... Have you ever seen like the picture where it tells you where people look at? You should know, Davkey. You're playing World of Warcraft. You should know what a good user interface should look like. You should know that the important information is like in this circle of the screen, usually. So that's where information should be. That's why you take a look at this square, most likely. But how often do you take a look at this? You don't look at these portraits to get a feel of the health of the enemies or your nuggets. You look at the status bars in the middle, right? That's how you see how much health is left. Everything else is out of the way. Like, the health bars down here and here, they might be in your peripheral vision. You might notice them, but you don't, like, actively take a look at them. But having the resists up here and here is really not good. What I need to do instead is to take notice when I attack, whether it says endured or fatal or anything. But even then, it's very hard to do so while recording, to be honest. I'm just an idiot. That's what I wanted to say, actually. You need red mist for Nosferatu and thus need it for realization. What the fuck was up with Nosferatu anyway? Spoilers, I did this one. So if people want to know how far I am now, because that question will inevitably like come up. I've recorded like 3 times, I believe, over the past few days. I defeated Nosferatu. I defeated a Punishing Bird. I defeated the Purple Tear. I defeated both R-Corp encounters. I guess there's only 2, like the one where you defeat, spoilers, the clones, and the one where you defeat, like, spoilers, the other clones or something. I don't know. The originals must be somewhere. The complete books, that's what I got from the second encounter, but whatever. So I'm in class, but I will be back later. Oh, this will take a while. I know that this will most likely take a while. We might take a break. We might maybe play a little in between or something. Just grind a few pages or something, because I will possibly get angry at what I'm supposed to witness. But yeah, there's Nintendo Direct later. Go and watch this instead. Good luck. I can't stay for long. Oh, I'm sad about that. Let me sleep. I'm gonna miss you. I'm a healer. I was like 99% of the time I was a healer too, Davkey. And having a good UI is like, if you have a good UI, you're basically just looking at bars as a healer. And it's the easiest game ever, in my opinion. I loved being a healer. That was the best. I loved being a druid. Should I share the art or it's too much spoiler? No, you can share it. I think everyone watching this is further along the game than I am. At least most of the people. And even just seeing it is not really. I'm also playing Resto. Okay. It's just, I don't know how it is these days, but during Cataclysm, man, it was such a good spec. Okay, let's take a look. So for the people that don't usually watch me, hi, you can send me links. I take a look at stuff. I play video games as well. Ooh. Using, I never really noticed, but using like this background for your pictures with the little people in front of the library makes you look like a giantess. Oh, Tenochi. It's such a good looking page. I don't have it yet. I got like 3 books out of a reception and I burned 2 of it. Oh no, I think I burned all 3 by now because I wanted to serpentine, whatever it's called, serpentine stance or serpentine move or something. The one with all counter dice. God damn it, I love this card. This is so good. Anyway, I didn't get to a key page. Yeah. Oh shit, give me a second, I need to close my Chrome. Without like letting you take a look at what I have in store there. Today's video will go out after the stream because I don't really want people to decide what to watch. And I switched stuff around. Today should have been spoilers, Legacy, Lobotomy Corporation, but it's gonna be the other surprise video instead. Okay, we're gonna start in a second. Arcane just sent in another link, which my computer's going crazy over. Wait, what am I looking at with the top picture? Like, he wants her to be a dog? Or he thinks her ribbon looks like dog ears? I need some explanation. However, the bottom one, beautiful. Beautiful. I could have needed that, like, before last episode. Oh man, I was so glad when Mio appeared, but over the course of the recording, I got incredibly angry at her. Serpentine barrier. Yeah, okay. The key page is bonkers. She has the most broken key page. Her page is fantastic. Yam? What's yam? Yam? Is that like another bundle of sticks reference? Please don't trick me. Oh, Mio say yam. Okay, we're gonna take a look at that. I think I could just copy that link. Listen to Mio say yam.
Nam.
Huh?
Nam. Nam.
It doesn't sound like yam. Is this a Laurel and Yanni situation? I hear nem. Like base N-E-Y.
Nam.
When does she say that? I can't remember this, to be honest. Well, it must have been like... It's a three-letter word, obviously. I haven't really noticed it. Oh god, what the fuck is this? It looks so funny. What is this? Oh, I don't really want to watch it. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of spoilers. I should take a look at thumbnails. That does sound like Nem? Yeah, it could be Nem as well.
Nem.
It could be Nem as well, I agree. Anyway, back. Let's start editing. So the next thing I need to decide on is if I want to cut out like this, or rather I will cut out this big chunk in the middle, which is like 23 minutes of me. I don't know, what am I doing here? Like, am I talking? I was drinking something while grinding. You didn't hear that one. Okay, I might need to make my computer a little bit loud. Alright, short interlude. I don't know if it's because I have a fucking splitting headache. Okay, yeah, that's where I continued, basically. So I didn't get far with Gebura, basically. I gave up. I tried to make her page better, like her page herself, because I thought, okay, maybe Gebura against Gebura, apparently? I don't know. Apparently I thought that. Could you fight Gebura versus Gebura? Is that possible? Why was I editing Gebura's page? I don't know. I don't know why I was doing that, but whatever. It's not important, really. It's not important. So I was mainly using Malka's Floor because, well... Why even? Why was I using Malka's Floor? And then I tried out Netsek's Floor, but that... Oh, actually... Looked pretty good. Oh, looked pretty good. 5 seconds later, I'm dead. What happened here? They were all alive here. Oh, she did her mass attack and it went through everyone, basically. Oh, jeez. Maybe we can, like... It's a little bit better quality. Yeah, counter dice. I remember. Oh god, that encounter. So let's see, how did I end this? Like, what did I say? Fucking hell. What is going on here? I was blowing my nose. Hell. Okay, I got angry here and decided I would just do this in silence instead. So, the new length of the episode will be about 54 minutes, give or take. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. Something that might make me mildly amused. I'm gonna take a look at that because I need to open up another window in a second anyway, which I don't really want you to see. Okay. That does make me chuckle. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute. I just need to, every time I edit an episode, I open an older one to copy over stuff I need for the next one. So let's see, here we go. When the work result was bad, the employee reported sounds of cackling. Ha 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 ha. Waff. Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. Yeah, I think I made that joke, didn't I? I must have. Oh, it's Battler. That's a nice attention to detail. That's some nice attention to detail. They should have just put a like original sprite in there though, not the portrait. But I guess like having the portrait in a game with a portrait would be funny as well. Whatever. So let's see. Has it loaded yet? That's the recent episode, by the way. It's the recent episode. That's what it looks like when it's done. Or similar, because I have to admit that this episode I didn't have as much fun editing, so I didn't put as much effort in. So next I'm copying over Roland and Angela for when I need them. And I need to insert more tracks. Not audio tracks. More video. Go. Also, since the game's sound can be quite quiet, always just put it up a little bit. Here we go. Just copy them in, you know, so I have easier access to them later. All right, let's see. Bina's a better option. Yeah, I think I did it with Bina's floor. I had to. Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to do Big Bird, because I thought, all right, Bina's floor. Oh yeah, here we go. Bina's floor went like incredibly well, but I thought, it's missing a little bit. However, I can still do one of her abnormalities. Maybe that would be quite good, not knowing that Big Bird's cards would be like nonsensical, not really help me against her encounter. But whatever. So I thought, oh, okay, let's just do Big Bird. But that didn't work out. And then I was too annoyed to continue, basically. Against counter dice, Thump is actually absurdly good because the range cards can roll quite high, or why? It blows my mind how you still use Malka's Floor. It's the ego cards, Blue. It's the fourth match Flame and the Snow White's Apple. Like the apple card, the piercing one with the 3 individual attacks. Both of them together are so strong in my opinion. They carried me through everything. They carried me through Arcorp. They carried me through the Ori encounter. And it's quite funny since people say I'm bad at deck building. People say I'm bad at the game in general. People say I'm not really using my full potential by gimping myself. And I'm using apparently a bad floor as well, but I'm clearing the game. And spoiler, I did Iori first try. It was hard though, it was really hard and I almost fucked it up. During the fight I was thinking that I would never be able to do it. I was so close to restarting. But somehow I managed to. I had so much fun with Iori when she teleported away. That blew my mind. I knew it was coming, but I thought I was just able to choose another floor. And then she suddenly appeared in Tipperev's floor, and I thought, oh no, I can't remember what I did with Tipperev and her goons. I'm happy I did Kali's fight before I got Big Bird's page, because I find them more of a bad thing. Yeah, I agree, Big Bird's like cards are not really that good. Oh man, talking about the game makes me want to record it later. So we might not finish the whole video today, I don't know, it depends. Since you already did Tipperev's floor, any opinions on Exodia? I haven't assembled it once yet. Like, you really need to go out of your way to do it, and I don't know if it's actually worth it. It might be worth against some boss battles or something, where you actually get that much emotion going. Also, I assume since you want it all on one nugget, you need to build Tipperev as a solo librarian, which I haven't done, even though she's quite strong in my floor, since I gave her one of the Index Proselyte pages. Anyway, next we're gonna, like, mend the video together like this, like with my little transition cut. Always a soft flash, never a hard one. And then the all familiar fucking hell book turning sound. First time watching you live. How far have you gotten in the game? don't post spoilers. The most recent thing is like all the way to the right, I did R-Corp, both receptions, and then somewhere to the left, I did Iori, the Purple-Tear, and that's it, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's it. Abnormality-wise, it basically almost looks the same. I did Burrowing Heaven on Hogma, though, and I did Punishing Bird. Anyway, the real fun is about to start now. We're engaging chipmunk hours. Actually, let me put in the intro first while we're at it. I don't forget it later. Oops. My control key is broken. It happened like a few days ago. Just the key itself. I have a mechanical keyboard and you can disassemble it. But the key itself broke off. And the little parts that like make it hold in the keyboard, like the cap, they broke. And they're now stuck inside my keyboard. So I either pry them out or I just use some glue. And I'm afraid of gluing it. But then again, otherwise I'm gonna have to buy a new fucking keyboard altogether. So it's not really the best. Next thing. Before I forget this, actually, I'm gonna copy these over to... let's not copy them over. I have to do this new anyway. Today's stream will be very disorganized, by the way. So if you're watching me for the first time, for example, this is not how it always is. Sometimes it's way worse, sometimes it isn't. So most of the time I change that after I edited the episode because I'm coming up with something new. Same here, like every time Roland and Angela have a little quip or say goodbye, I think of something in the beginning, but then most of the time change it later. Yeah, let's not bother with that for now. I can't really think of something good right now. So we have this. What is going on here? Was I really just silent for 10 seconds or something? Silent for 34 seconds. Are you serious? What's going on here?
14 to 26, Jesus Christ.
I was just silent all this time.
The changes to counter dice are really bad.
You can tell that I had a headache because sometimes I just zoned out. And now it's starting, by the way. Did you do Dante? Dante? You mean Dante from Devil May Cry? Well, he's in this game too. Exodia is absolutely nuts, but falters against solo fights. Oh, does it? Is it good against... Okay. Alright, anything else before I start? When you use a ranged attack against the counter die clashes against the ranged attack but doesn't damage. Wow, Arcane, you just blew my mind. That could make a few things so much easier. Okay. Dante makes abnormality fights brokenly easy. Is Dante really in this? Is he gonna go fuck you or is it the other Dante? Didn't you know? No, I haven't seen the cover for this game yet. Usually it's on the cover. That's where it tells me, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. If I don't have a cover, how would I know? 4 out of 5 of Tibarev's egos are mass attacks. Okay. That's how less I've used how rarely. Dante is an urban nightmare general invitation. General invitation? Urban nightmare? Urban nightmare? Isn't that like a few levels ago or something? General invitations suck. They're pages. But they might look good, Blue. Aesthetics is everything. How... One Urban Nightmare book or higher as a general... Okay, thank you. I was about to ask, how do I invite Dante? Okay. They added a couple Urban Plague general invitations. Oh man, there really needs to be some information on how to get them. I haven't really bothered with them. After I noticed that they weren't really adding new stuff. Like, the most recent one I can remember is X-Crew or something. And that was a little bit nonsensical. Like, who was using X-Crew pages other than me sometimes? General receptions equals new passives. Yeah, it means more stuff to play around with. That's why I'm gonna do this as well.
Okay. A patch hit yesterday, and I guess I have some time to kill after my stream just now. Very sorry. Some people...
Okay, here we go. Very sorry. Obviously, we're gonna need a sorry here. I need to be careful. Like the last episode, some stuff was a little bit too short, really, which is a problem I'm often faced with. Too short.
Very sorry. Some people really don't like when I play ahead like this by myself, I guess, but damn, it's just better. What can I say? It's just easier for me to like play whenever I can. And
okay, video games. That's gonna be like, this is my editing procedure, by the way. I go through my video in chipmunk speed because otherwise it would take me 3 hours to just go through it once, and I mark where I want to put in stuff, and then afterwards I go through it again and I put in the stuff. So I always go over video twice, and then once it's edited, I watch it fully before I publish it. Hence why it sometimes takes so long. However, yesterday's video took so long because YouTube processing just did a poo-poo and didn't really like work for 4 hours or something.
And not fall into any traps when it comes to spoilers. So the next invitation will be with the Book of Lobotomy Corporation, following right after Agalia. Of course, we didn't get a book out of him. He wanted a book of the Smiling Faces and the Distortion. Interesting.
Okay. Interesting. Also,
Out of him will be following right after Agalia.
here we go. Blue Wacko. 1 or 2 Urban Plague books that don't give other receptions, or 1 Urban Nightmare book that doesn't give other receptions. That will give me new receptions. I'm a masochist for watching myself. All of you seem to hate yourself. No, I don't understand why people are watching me. Honestly, I just don't understand. Why are you doing this to yourself? I think some people that do watch me don't understand it either. Or some people, they just don't understand, like, why to watch me in the first place.
Interesting. So, just the Book of Lobotomy Corporation? I assume it's another Agalia-related thing then? Let's take a look, and afterwards we'll do an abnormality battle. Hopefully, finally, either Hokmas or Binas.
Oh yeah, by the way, every time I type in A, it's gonna be Angela. Every time I type in R, it's gonna be Roland, like, depending on what I insert.
I don't know. Oh, are we start in the library? Are we start in the library?
Every now and then, I obviously like do stuff like this as well.
The library? Okay, huh? You called me here, huh?
Here we go. Huh?
You called me here all of a sudden. What's up? Remember when I said we might be able to alert blue reverberation using a theoretical Book of the Red Mist? So you ready to do that?
By the way, if you're watching this full stream, you will be spoiled on like all the contents of next week's episode, right? So you better not listen too well, or I don't know. I don't want next week's episode to tank because no one wants to watch it, since all of you know what it's gonna be. So I might just end the editing stream like in the middle or something, so you have something to look forward to, since everything here is Big Bird, while everything here is Gebura. Because I'm already afraid of Friday, since we had 1 episode now, and I don't know if some people are oversaturated with Project Moon content, to be honest. Having a whole week of this stuff might tire people out. It definitely tired me out. I like to see a reaction to how hard an enemy is. It just... Every time I fight an enemy, I think, oh my god, and then it just keeps going higher and higher, and I keep thinking, how the fuck am I supposed to actually do that? I think that comes across like quite frequently, actually. Oh, I mentioned Chun on my like first recording session in a while. I have some good news. Let's actually, I think I can show you, because I don't know if we'll get to that today. Like, this is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. Oop, don't want you guys to see this. Here we go. Yeah, everything else that you can see right now is fine. This is where the magic happens. This is my folder of images. There's quite a lot of files, 4,747 items. And I have a good one about... Oh, here we go. This is a good Chun one, I think. Also a good Yan one. Oh, I love anime. I love anime. So I tag all of my pictures with different words, and then like words I... Oh, actually, let me take a look. Words I use often. Oh god, I need to clear my search history. Give me a second. How do I clear my Explorer search history? I need to look this up. Does anyone know by heart? Like, which one of you is as degenerate to know this? Clear Windows 10 Explorer search history. Click the recent searches option from the search tab. Click the recent. I can't find that. Oh. Okay. Okay. I cleared out everything I don't want you to see. Some words are just like, you don't want to know how many times I look for Gebura or Angela, for example, or Bina for that matter. Let me clear Bina as well. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. Good. Fine. Whew. All right. That was dangerous. That could have been like, could have been a ban. Suspicious? Yeah. Suspicious, right? Let me close this. So every time I just look for basically like the word done or something, and then I have like all the pictures that look like people that are absolutely done with their life, which is me most of the time. Like every time I edit an episode, there's like one keyword that's quite prevalent. And most of the time, it's either done or dumb or lewd. Although in recent times, this keyword comes up quite a lot, fetish, which has a lot of like overlap with lewd. But yeah, oof, I remember this. Okay. Anything else I need to tell you? Oh yeah, people will notice, but there's a lot of Kaguya images suddenly because I started reading that, and every time I go through a manga, I crop out the images myself. Every time I see one that's would be like exploitable in a way, like this one. I quite like this one. This manga has so many good reaction images, actually. Holy shit, it's on par with some others, which I read and then had, like Asobi Asobase. I had a few of those as well. They have some very good reaction images too. How many memes have you made for me? Oh, there's one I like of you, which I use a lot actually, Tenochi, which is this one. I think this image is severely underappreciated, especially considering how you replaced the table with the button. I love this so much. I don't get enough opportunities to use it, but every time I write a tag that is basically like fine or something, I like to use this image. Okay. Devki has posted the Discord link. I'm not sure I want to open this, to be honest. Don't delete the history if you're just gonna tell us anyway. No, I'm gonna tell you, and you can think about what I might have deleted. Like... and what my Angela and Bina images actually are. What on earth is that Gloria image? Did someone link it already? Like it's Tipperef B inside Gloria. I think Arcane made that, right? My images folder looks like this, and it's perfectly organized for me. I'm just gonna like clear the screen for this one just in case, Blue. Oh, good lord, you just keep the original file names. How is this organized for you? How many images do you have? Like, I have quite a few like this as well. Like, all the way down here. They're still with original file names because I didn't really get around tagging them. And now when I think, oh shit, I have an image just like the one I want and need. Oh god, no. And then I look for it and I think, oh shit, I forgot to tag it. I forgot to tag it. I want my plague doctor a bit closer to heaven image. Well, Now it's tagged. Thank God. Thank God now it's tagged. Even Angela is untagged. We can just call her Angry Angela. That's the yellow meme. It's all of my Lobotomy Corporation images and stuff I tag as Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Ruina, and meme. I don't know why I call them memes. They're just the pictures still. God, this one is quite good as well. Oh, I want to tag this one. Here we go. Here we go. Let me check how many images. I just know where they are. I sort of learned it. I have too many for that. There are just too many. Just too many of them. Too many images. I also need to be careful. There might be some images I actually don't want you to see, to be honest, that could have slipped in there when I saved them wrong. For example. Devki, what are you linking? Do I need to take a look at your links? Tell me honestly. I want to get back to editing though in a second, so stop linking any minute. I'm ready to die. That's a good one. Thank you, Devki. Here we go. Save that one. Actually, did I just show you something we were not supposed to see? It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, it's okay if you see that. You have 45,000 files? 45,000? You are crazy. Saw a couple of hot ones while you scrolled. Like, lewd ones or the okay ones, Phoenixu? Because if you saw the lewd ones, you have seen nothing, okay? Psh, be silent. No one needs to know about them. Okay, let's continue.
Huh? You called me all of a sudden. What's up? Remember when I said we might be able to alert blue reverberation using a theoretical book of the red mist? So you're ready to do that? Huh? Hold on, you aren't gonna turn Gibura into a book, are you? She can always turn it back. Or maybe we can just take, like, those specific pages and, like, create another book. It's like taking a pass, basically, isn't it? I wouldn't do such a ruthless thing. Ruthless thing, sorry. Huh?
You got just a keyword for that one.
I swear I'm not an idiot, I can talk. I can speak English too.
Oh yeah, that's me editing a video.
I could use them to invite the red mist in the form of glorious
I think people are gonna be so disappointed about this. I think everyone expected some like more magic shit going on in the background when it's just me sitting in my basement watching myself. Putting in like funny images to try to make myself feel better about my non-existent humor.
It is similar to what I just suggested. Just taking the red mist pages out of her, basically. I think I could recreate her somehow. Though she can only exist within the bounds of the library, of course. Wait, oh, it exists within the bounds of the library, of course. Wait, oh yeah, we can make anything real as long as it's made out of light and exists in the library.
Okay, it's
real as long as it's...
Can make anything real. There's like... There's something lewd in there, I'm pretty sure.
Exists in the library. Oh wow, we could have an... Oh lordy lord. Just imagine 100 Chloes at once.
Oh fuck. That happens a lot as well. Like I decide on a picture and then like 5 seconds later I have something I actually want to put a picture behind, but I definitely shouldn't in this case.
Oh wow, we could have an... Oh lordy lord. Oh.
We can... Here we go. God. We can have this one. I also want to have less than 100 markers over the course of the video, because you have to remember each one is a picture or something similar, and the episode is only like how long? 54 minutes, so that's more than one picture per minute, which can get a little bit overbearing. I don't want to be this too zoomery in its humor. I think people can pay attention without having something flash on their screen every 10 seconds. I hope so. Because if you can't, what the fuck are you doing?
Lord, just imagine 100 Chloes at once. So basically simulating, huh? I suppose you could put it that way. But we need books to invite guests here. What kind of books are we gonna have to prepare for attracting the red mist? Books about Lobotomy Corporation. That's the deal, huh? I get the gist of it. And I plan to limit certain patron librarians from receiving the red mist. Huh? Because she's too tough for them? Oh yeah, okay. That's not the reason, though. Could the red mist stomach wielding her blade against those she worked with? Can she fight against herself?
I don't really remember what the explanation was, but I guess we're gonna see why they could even send invites back into the past. And at the same time, I'm wondering, why wouldn't they just... Like, why wouldn't they use this feature? Let's call it a feature some more. Why wouldn't they go back and extract Garion, for example? Or even send old Angela an invitation or something. Wouldn't this work as well? Huh? Too summary, doesn't add pega. Not existing humor, the best humor. It's not the past? Do I misremember? What? It's like reconstitution, making a simulated version of the Red Mist. It's a simulation. That Kali isn't real. What do you mean she isn't real? But she said she would be my girlfriend.
Herself? It would clearly have adverse effects on both sides. It's better to have a fight complete strangers, so well, maybe she doesn't even recognize them, because back when she was Red Mist, I guess, at what point in time do you, like, define her Red Mist form? Because maybe she wouldn't even recognize the new Netzek, for example. The Red Mist of the past, who knew that we'd be facing her in person? It's intriguing indeed. How does it feel? Thrilling, but also makes me worried.
Wait. How does it make us feel? We all know how it makes us feel, right? We feel in love.
It's intriguing indeed. How does it feel? Thrilling, but also makes me worried. Yeah, same. Oh, wow, she looks so good. Oh, wow, she looks so good. I like her jacket. It's a lot of belts. You know what they say about belts in anime? The hell is this?
Here we go. Gonna do this and then...
It's a lot of belts.
Gonna do this. Like a little screen transition, basically. Okay, let's watch this. Does it look alright?
I like a jacket. It's a lot of belts. You know what they say about belts in anime? The hell is this place? And nothing there, sword. This is my first time seeing you in this form, Gibora. Gibora? What gibberish are you saying, and who are you? It's a fair reaction, I suppose. Angela, you should know better. Angela, you should know better. Should I call...
Okay. Oops. Which is exactly what we're gonna add. We're gonna add an oops here. Oops. Let's make it slightly bigger.
Angela, you should know better.
Oh shit, yeah. See, that's what happens when I don't pay attention. Here we go.
Angela, you should know better. Should I call you Kali then? I said, who are you? I'm Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. I invited you here. You know what? Once we start fighting like literal simulations of our own pasts, there's no stopping. There's no end. She could just recreate AFL.
Let's do this. Here we go. See, I waffled on about the wrong thing in the video as well. I was talking about let's recreate events from the past. But if she's a simulation, wouldn't they be able to simulate? Like a simulation can be anything, right? Surely they would be able to simulate A as well. Then why wouldn't they be able to simulate A? It's even better than going into the past, actually, since the simulation can always happen. Going into the past has some weird ass shenanigans like attached to it. How much Lambda actually talks over stuff that gets clarified in the same story? I ask a lot of questions, Devkey. That's how you get ahead in life.
She could just recreate A 1,000 times and kill him, right? Could she? Actually, could she? I don't know. What are the boundaries? Actually, could she?
Happy. Either happy or hype. Works for both. Happy, hype.
Oh, what are the boundaries? Like, obviously we can create Kali because we have the host body here. But would she be able to? I don't know. What? Library?
It makes me question if we could just recreate, like, Gebura's hips. Just cut off at the top and the bottom. I just want the hips, thank you very much. Quite hungry today.
What? Library? Invited? I can't read. Am I in yet? I can't read.
Here we go. I have quite a few funny pictures that are tagged read or reading.
I can't read. Am I in yet another weird factory or some shady experimenting grounds? No, wait, that still doesn't make sense. I could have sworn I was inside the laboratory on the fringe of the outskirts. I need to know who you exactly are at the moment, so let me ask you a few questions. Do you happen to have acquaintance with a person named Carmen? I knew it. Some wing must be pulling this bullshit trying to trample on us, huh? There's no need to be so wary. Answer a few questions of mine, then I can give you the answer you lot are looking for. Go ahead. Coquito, a book containing the information on how to obtain the substance you're desperately looking for is waiting beyond this door. Oh, baiting her with, like, the biggest of baits. I simply want...
Here we go.
Oh, baiting her.
I wonder if I have a bait image, but I should have some bait images.
Like the biggest of baits. I simply want to make an offer. What do you want? I'm warning you, if you try to pull any nonsense on me, this place is gonna be reduced to rubble. Am I gonna fight her?
They still would want to accept... I think all of them would accept the invitation. Like, if you would dangle something in front of A like that, just make it a book about Carmen or something, and A would definitely accept. I think all of them would. How can you... I've talked about this topic quite a lot, actually, over the course of the episodes. I don't understand why these people, like, risk life or death for whatever they could get in the library. But to be honest, all of these people are driven by something. And most of the time, it's either greed or thirst for knowledge. So obviously, they all accept this life or death situation, this battle Angela is preparing for them with the invitation, by taking a look at the contents of what they could earn and going, well, that's most likely worth it. I better take that shot. With Zhao, well, it wasn't the first time it was out of love. Remember Lulu, right? I think Zhao is overrated, honestly. Her fucking story with Lowell. I do know that she's gonna come up later, right? She escaped after all, so don't spoil me on that. But I think Lulu came first, and I enjoyed Lulu's story way more. I saw an image a few days ago about... I can't remember, and I don't know why I haven't saved it, but it was about Lulu eating a cake and crying or something. Yeah, man. Poor Lulu, right? It is explained later. Don't spoil. Okay, what? I don't spoil, or other people don't spoil. Anyway. What had a much bigger possible plot hole? PT? Playable teaser? Purple tear? Okay, purple tear. Remember Finn, the anime protagonist? Yeah, right at the very start. Poor boy. Poor boy. Apparently he was supposed to be like 12 or something. Like he was supposed to be like a very young boy. Like the youngest of boys. Not really the youngest of boys, but a very young boy. Fuck Lulu, I hate her. Blue, I'll let you taste my flaming bat right this instant. Take that back. The point of us recreating Kali was to get bribery for Blue Psycho, while recreating Ian or any of the others wouldn't be helpful. How would you know that? How would you know that? People must have known him. People must have known like he must have been some kind of like, he was in the position of a CEO of Lobotomy Corporation after all. Aren't these people famous, like the bosses of the wings? Aren't they known by name or something? Maybe this is gonna come up later in the story, but well, we know the bosses of the syndicates, for example. Rather the underbosses, I guess. I don't know, because apparently, what's his face? Like the Sotokapo guy. I can't even remember his name, to be honest. He was so forgettable. Like the old-ass fam dude. He was such a pushover. He was like an old man. Like with a cane. And I was just knocking him over while on my way to work or something. Why was he so easy to beat? Why was his encounter such a... like puss encounter? Carlo, that's his name. That's right. Hi. Hello, Mr. Stalker Dog. Knowing how much shit each wing has, adopted bosses would show themselves. Yeah, they must be afraid. But what if there's like a wing with some kind of Elon Musk type figure on top or something? Like someone that just wants to make catgirls real. Oh, I would live in that nest.
It's simple. First, I want to know the current situation of your group. If I answer your questions, you'll tell me how to get Cogito for sure, right? Is she gullible? Of course.
Is she gullible? Obviously she is. She's fucking stupid. She can't even read or write. At least I believe so, right? Hasn't she said that?
Mountains of books containing various kinds of knowledge are stored here. I simply record and collect such books. Alright, I'll trust you this once. She is actually gullible. She doesn't know her and goes, oh, I trust you. Oh, this is kind of weird. We're getting, like...
The game, I agree the game is easy, Blue. I agree the game is easy. Hence why I don't understand why people just want to make it even more easier. Like, there's a new discussion underneath the most recent video, but there's actually a few people going, I don't understand why you're playing the way you're playing. And every time I read that, I think, I don't understand how you've watched most likely more than 2 of my episodes and still don't understand how I play the game. If you've watched more than 2, if you've watched all 41 or something, and you still don't get that there's certain rules I adhere to, which I've lain upon myself, I don't understand how you can be, like, I'm dense, but that is like a new level of dense then. If you just don't understand that I'm playing the game this way.
This is kind of weird. We're getting, like, lobotomy corporation law now, suddenly.
Okay, we're gonna, like, zoom in on Gabriel and Daniel. Oh, he looked so young back then, actually. I like for most of the Sephira, I like their Sephira form more than their real human form. But for Chesed, I think he looked better back then. I don't know what it is.
Suddenly, in the main reception, this is... Good. Is Daniel among your peers? If you're talking about that blue-haired nerd, then yeah. Do you know that you're gonna shag him later on? Do you know that...
There you go, that's a good one. I'm one of the best Lobotomy Corporation players on YouTube. I made two Let's Plays, actually. Also, again, Lobotomy Corporation, again, isn't hard. It's just time-consuming. That's the thing. A lot of people just don't want to put in the time, which is sad. My biggest stepping stone at the moment that I have to beat is Iori, I guess? Iori, because I keep dying to her bleed. Man, she has some crazy cards, though. I don't know how I fumbled my way through her reception, to be honest. I can give you one hint of what I believe I did it with, and that is like burn damage, I think, because I used Marcus Floor again. Marcus Floor is the best. Changed my mind. However, before someone like starts with Hogma now, I think I understand why people like Hogma after beating his first abnormality even. Because there's a very certain card, a very specific card that I read and I thought, holy shit, I want to build around that single card. And I think I'm gonna do that. Like I just need some more stuff to make it happen. I want to do some, like I'm jealous of Freeze. Everyone knows Freeze, right? Like our Freeze. I say our Freeze. Freeze that makes these videos where one nugget beats the entire encounter alone. I'm jealous of him. Because he's a very smart guy. He helped me break Terraria, actually, in the same way. And I want to do something similar, but not like one nugget against everything, but rather make some quirky mechanics that somehow work with each other. Like stuff that actually is a little bit funny once you get it going. Kind of think of my experiments in Lobotomy Corporation. I want to find some interactions that are just not quite clear at first. But that requires some actual time and thinking on my part, and I don't really have that currently.
How about Lisa? Oh, look at Hot! Hot and cute! Oh, look at Hot! Hot and cute!
Here we go, that's something here. Hot actually was really cute in this picture. I remember this. She was... That picture is so good because it actually shows you how concerned Hot was, and that she was a little bit, like her facial expression is a little bit, I don't really trust what's going on here. I am curious. I do want to know what people think that haven't played Lobotomy Corporation, where all of these stories about the Sephira are slowly revealed in a different way, though. Because some stuff just doesn't get enough screen time, I believe. They know that Hot ratted them out, right? But it was all about that in Lobotomy Corporation, while in Ruina it was a single segment or something. And there are people out there that haven't played Lobotomy Corporation. There are people out there that recommend, oh, if you don't like Lobotomy Corporation, just play Ruina, it doesn't matter. And I don't think so. I think it does matter. I think you're better off playing the first game, basically. But again, the gameplay might not be for everyone. However, I'm of the opinion that Lobotomy Corporation has the tighter gameplay. Still. I love Ruina, but I love Lobotomy Corporation even more. I have to admit that. And I think I'm going to be alone on this one. Not many people love it as much as I do, I believe. I need to replay it. I love this game so much. I love Lobotomy Corporation.
She's with us. Enoch's corpse is in storage after an experiment on him went wrong, if I'm correct. Oh yes, finally! This is one of the things that, like...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Enoch's corpse is in storage. Yeah, I forgot about that. But there's some other things that I think I even mentioned them in the most recent recording I did. Because I don't know how they... Don't answer that if they did answer it in the story, but I don't know how they recovered Hotspotty, for example, after she offed herself. I love Lobotomy Corporation. Screw you. It's good. It's good. I'm very glad that there's others that are with me on this one Lightning Hand. Like, people shit on the game because it's hard, or it might be not as well polished as Ruina is already, and it's not even out of early access. But Lobotomy Corporation is such a good game. It's such a great package.
Bothered me so much. You don't know what happened with the corpses. How the fuck did A manage to preserve enough of the corpses or their brains or whatever to create the Sephiras in the first place? Obviously, Enoch didn't get turned into a Sephira, but it's one of the, like, conundrums, really.
I think I'm not gonna get through much of this episode today because I keep getting distracted.
And I suppose Elijah is naturally still working there. Yes, it must be when the Red Mist was writing her own legend. The time when she struggled to protect the grief-stricken Carmen and her colleagues from outside threats. Oh, pity.
Wait a second, we can put in something cheeky here. Let's put in something. I don't even know if people notice when I do stuff like that. Where is it? Oh yeah, okay. Here we go.
To protect the grief-stricken Carmen and her colleagues from outside threats. Oh, pitiful. Still were to describe how unfortunate your situation was. Wow, Angela, I really wouldn't be so smug if I were you. Every researching...
Enoch wasn't turned into a Sephira. They didn't turn him into a Sephira, Devkey. This is why he was faulty, because he wasn't a full Sephira. This is why he broke down. They just had a snapshot of his mind or something. They didn't have, like, the full complete thing. Because he died so early, I think the technology wasn't quite there yet or something. I don't know. There's something along those lines. So he was basically like a prototype. Yeah, he was half-baked. That's possibly the best explanation or the best term for that, half-baked. They made it on purpose to melt down Tipper of A. Yeah, that could be as well. I don't know. It depends on how much malice you want to attribute to A if he would have done that, because I'm very sure he could have melted Tippereth some other way. But if he really did that on purpose just to get her going, that would be kind of mean-spirited, I think. Yeah, the process was rushed. Yeah, I don't know. Some stuff is just not fully explained, and that's all right, I believe. Maybe turned into goo or something. Just like the spine vat of Carmen's then. Enoch asked too many questions. Yeah, they had to get rid of him. Damn, look at Netzak. He looks pretty good from behind. I'm not really a fan of Netzak's, but sometimes he's just... The green hair does it for me. He just looks feminine enough for my taste. I shall return. Yeah, it's okay. Non-alcoholic beverages. Are you off to watch Nintendo Direct then or something? Lobotomy Corporation was made to break them. Yeah. Obviously, it's just that. Do you really think that A, like, went through so much trouble to fuck Enoch, like, with his body and mind so much just to break Tippereth when he could have done it way easier or something? Like, that's the thing. How evil do we think A really is? How meticulous in his planning was he when it comes to breaking the Sephiroth or rebuilding them? Because it could have worked with anything. Like, he could have just taken Chessett's coffee away and he would have melted down after 5,000 more years or something, I'm very sure.
I think Carmen's team must have been walking on eggshells, cautious not to hurt her further with words. There's A here. There's A. They console her in her presence, but probably resented her behind her back. Is she trying to rile her?
Wait a second.
There's A here. There's A.
Here we go. We can do something with this here. You can't really see his face, can you? No, it just looks like it because of the UI splotches again.
They console her in her presence, but probably resented her behind her back. Is she trying to rile her up to get her emotion level high or something? She started the whole project with her convincing speeches, but the research showed no progress, and all they've been seeing were losses and sacrifices. Or maybe she really just hates Carmen that much. She really just hates Carmen that.
I'm not really sure about this tag. That's okay. It was millions of years for Angela? Yeah, but again, I don't really understand why people feel so bad for her. She was still a machine back then. Like, if she's turning into a human now, that's alright. Obviously, you don't really want to make a human break like that, but she was a machine still. So I can fully understand A in a way.
He just hates Carmen that much.
It's not like, you know, I treat my computer very badly sometimes. Actually, I treat my computer incredibly well. I treat my computer as if it was a part of my... No, wait a second. I treat it better than parts of my own body, to be honest. Because I do a lot of shit to my body. But let's take another electronic device. Let's just compare Angela to my toaster. You know, I put stuff in. I take stuff out. There's breadcrumbs in there. I haven't cleaned that shit in years. I don't really care about my toaster. Why would A care about... Well, okay, let's assume I had the soul of my dead waifu in my toaster. Maybe I should care more about it. But then again, if I knew, oh shit, my dead waifu is trapped in my toaster, maybe I would treat it with, like, some evil intentions as well. Maybe I would just be so angry at it. Thinking, ah, shit, I will never get that soul out again. What the fuck did I do there? Maybe that's what you thought after all, you know? Your computer watches... Wait, what? My computer does what? How would you know that? How would you even know that? I have no pity for Angela or A, and they both done terrible things. Exactly. But Carmen is the true evil, remember?
Don't you find the hypocrisy of demurely perpetrating sins while preaching goodness despicable? I feel disgusted that I have to kind of agree with Angela.
Yeah, what Angela said about Carmen here is actually 100% right. Carmen was preaching so much good. She was like this angelic type of teacher. Ironic, considering it's Angela later, right? But she knew that there was a price to pay, but she didn't tell anyone about it in the beginning, I think. I think she knew exactly that they would be doing stuff that's basically not okay. Because human experimentation is never okay, in my opinion, though. So, yeah, maybe you think different about this.
That I have to kind of agree with Angela.
I hit the wrong button.
Has its limits. If you don't tell me how to acquire Cogito properly.
Did you just see my my desktop? There's nothing on there, though, is there? Let me take a quick look. Otherwise, I might have to delete the VOD later. Yeah, there's nothing on there. There's nothing important there. You prepared? What do you mean I prepared? I prepared by cleaning up my desktop? Yeah, I kind of did. It's also because of my new PC. There's nothing on there yet. Tipperif was the sufferer who suffered the most. Debatable, but yeah, maybe.
Look, my patience has its limits. If you don't tell me how to acquire Cogito properly, then I won't simply pass over what you just said. You've no right to...
Day of the Magnet soon. Oh yeah, Day of the Magnet. Yes, please. I just want to delete Angela's hard drive. I just want to mind wipe her and make her do whatever I want her to do.
To make a mockery of our efforts, or her sincerity. No right, you say? Never mind, I suppose that was too hostile of me. I won't even gain anything from saying such bitter things to you now. At least you have the heart to apologize. She didn't.
Malkav melted to death? Yeah, but what about Yesod scratching himself to death? You know, by going by death method is not really like a scale to go with. You also have to remember how much the person suffered before or after their death, I guess. The emotional and psychological damage might be quite severe. And if you go about who suffered the most after Sephirothecation, it's 100% Bina, since she was forced to stare down the bucket for so long into the well. And there is a specific reason for that, because A thought that she would be the only one able to do this, but I think it legit drove her more mad than she actually already was. Benjamin got killed by Angela. How can it get worse? Well, we don't know how she killed him, do we?
She didn't. She didn't.
Maybe it was death by Snoo Snoo. Who knows?
She didn't. She didn't say sorry. She just said forget it.
There we go. So many people are following today. It's very nice.
Said forget it. I know when to admit my faults, that's all. Still didn't apologize, by the way. Kylie, let me ask you one question. What is it? Just by the way.
Okay. We're gonna maybe do it like this.
Apologize, by the way. Kylie, let me ask you one question. What is it? I've seen many sides of fixes while taking care of this place. Most of them were motivated by wealth and fame. But you're different. Even without the promise of payment, you were willing to protect Carmen and everyone else in the laboratory. I ain't exactly a charity worker, you know. How could you do it then? How did you bring yourself to help them unconditionally when you had nothing to gain from it? Is that supposed to be some kind of taunt? Or are you actually curious? I thought your behavior was pathetic at first. You had the power to earn anything for which everyone strove, so I wondered why you would bother taking the path no one else would. I was looking at the matter in a simple way.
Oh god, the path no one else would. Wait, do I write traveled with 2L in that case? I don't even know. Not even sure I wanted to ask that.
I wondered why you would bother taking the path no one else would. I was looking at the matter in a simple...
Okay, it's a little bit too long.
At the matter in a simple way, you would take nothing in the end. But then, I began to think that maybe my lack of knowledge is hindering my assessment of you. I thought my impression of you...
We can see... Oh, shit. Shit, sorry. Sorry, I forgot.
So, I wondered why you would bother taking the path no one else would. I was looking at the matter in a simple way, you would take nothing in the end. But then, I began to think that maybe my lack of knowledge is hindering my assessment of you. I thought my impression of you might change if I heard answers from you directly. You could just ask like the real Carly, you know? But I guess you're afraid of her not answering you since it's you, and that would be her, while this person doesn't know you. You think I'm getting the short end of the stick, huh? I do. At least the other reason... end of the stick, huh?
Sometimes Angela can be quite savage.
Huh? I do. At least the other researchers could earn money and honor. What would you have gained? Can you keep doing what you're doing even if your efforts are unrewarded or bitter end awaits? Even if... disregard that. Anyhow, is your job truly worth it? The tangible rewards you talked about, like money. Nah, I don't expect any of that. There's only one thing I'm looking forward to at the end of it all. Carmen's purpose coming to fruition. I'm pretty sure everybody in the team's thinking the same thing. I won't resent them if I suffered something awful or even died in that process. At worst, I blame myself for being incapable. The reason I can do this and become more stalwart for every day that passes is... I guess you wouldn't understand even if I told you, because you never saw it. The strength in her eyes and voice. She doesn't like it. I think she hates her.
There we go. We can do something here. We can do something here. Actually, let's go slow. Do I still have that? Where do I have it? Yeah, this one. This one. Okay, also have some new effects here. How does this one work? HE camera. That's a little bit too much. Handheld, that might be good. Just a little bit of shaking. Yeah, let's take a look. That's what comes after.
Carmen is the one thing Angela could hate more than A, since A loves Carmen, and Carmen is the object of A's desire.
Let's actually... let's make it longer. Let's make it longer. Let's make it longer, everyone. Sorry if I'm silent, but some stuff actually requires a little bit of concentration, and sometimes I get weirdly into one detail of the video.
Strength in her eyes and voice. She doesn't like it. I think.
Wait. That's like too big of a jump. Why is it? Why is it starting like that? Huh?
She doesn't like it.
Why is it like? Is it because of the effect? For fuck's sake. Yeah, it's suddenly jumping in. Maybe the effect is not as good as I thought it would be. Is this gonna be enough?
She doesn't like it.
Why is it jumping in? Why is the effect doing that? Crop. Here we go, I want to get rid of the crop. Fuck that crop.
She doesn't like it. I think.
Wait, no. Now I have these weird artifacts at the side. Oh, I hate Vegas sometimes. I'll get rid of that. I just want the jitter, basically. Maybe. Let's go handheld again, but let's get rid of crop. It needs to be cropped because of this shit, apparently. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep having these artifacts, but because I'm zooming in at the same time. Oh god, I don't know what to think about this.
She doesn't like it. I think she hates her. I think Carmen is the one thing Angela could hate more than A, since A loves Carmen, and Carmen is the object of A's desire.
I hate this. I just want the simple jitter function, Sony Vegas. You stupid fucking cunt. Sorry. Sometimes the program is just making me lose it, though. Let's take a look if we can just... Let's take everything out. Just give me the jitter. Just give me the jitter, please. What does this do even? Like it tilts it a little. Oh, because of the rotation. Okay, let's take a look if this is better.
She doesn't like it. I think she hates her. I think Carmen is the one thing Angela
There's no jitter at all suddenly.
More than A, since A loves Carmen, and Carmen is the object of A's desire. Carmen is the one thing.
There's no jitter.
I think she hates her. I think Carmen is the one thing Angela could hate more than A, since
okay,
A
I can make it jitter by rotating
Carmen,
it, but as soon as I make it jitter by this, it's gonna have these weird ass artifacts on the side, like here. Yeah, no, fuck this. Oh, fuck this whole fucking thing. Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it like that. To this day, I still don't have a proper jitter function somehow. That was on point, Would you recommend Vegas Pro 13? No, no, I only use it because I got into it. If I had like all of my stuff I saved in here and all of my workflow in another program, I would be so happy. Also, you can't really get it anymore, I think. I think there's like Vegas Pro 18 or 19 now. So maybe that is better, who knows. But Vegas Pro 13, do you want to see a neat fucking trick? I press to crop my image, or rather my video. I click another part of the video, and once I click my hotkey for cropping that one, my program crashes. That's quite nice. Like, happens every time. I need to close this window before I crop something else. Otherwise, it's so easily replicated that you should think that someone could have fixed it. But no. It also didn't happen in the beginning. There's something happened at some point in time that made it happen. And I don't know what. Okay, let me open this again. Set 42, okay. Sorry, I think I just went off the deep end here a little bit. Okay. The fact that Gebura so casually just walks around with mimicry is so cool.
Angela could hate more than A, since A loves Carmen, and Carmen is the object of A's desire.
It's a little bit too loud still, I think.
And Carmen is the object of A's desire.
Okay, yeah, that's okay, okay. I have no idea why you would walk around with a drawn weapon normally, but most people of the city do. Do they really? YouTube, oh yeah, YouTube actually fucking kills Link's lightning hand, which is not a good thing since I'm dependent on that soon. I'm gonna be dependent on Link soon. I don't even see your comments anymore in my manual review. Sorry, lightning hand. Anyway. It's the Silent Hill 3 final boss, but for her, that would be crazy.
So why not hurt him even more by like hating and destroying whatever's left of Carmen, right?
Why will you be dependent on them? Because the video I publish later today actually is gonna ask you to make your own videos. Think of that what you will.
Carmen, right? That's what she must be thinking, at least subconsciously. I suppose that's enough.
Thank you for your answers. I'll explain the rules as a matter of form. The book containing the method of extracting Cogito lies beyond that door. To earn that book, you'll have to fight with your life on the line. If you die, you'll become a book yourself. And if you survive, you can return to your friends with the book in hand. Wait a second, are we gonna get her key page? Could we?
Give me a second.
Wait a second, are we gonna get her key page?
I'm gonna drink something in a second, by the way. I don't really want to mute myself, so you're gonna get to be able to get some ASMR bottle opening, actually. And I'm opening it with my hands, okay? Not my ass or anything. Sorry, don't worry about this one. Listen to this one. Oh my god, that was incredibly loud. I'm so sorry for anyone. Oh shit, it's... Shouldn't have, like... Fuck me, I always shake bottles before I open them. Shouldn't have done that.
We're gonna get her key page.
Was nice? Yeah, thank you.
Is that how we, like, unlock Gebura's potential or something? Well, do you agree to the terms? You aren't giving it away for free, huh? I'm all for this kind of measure, actually. Doesn't leave any further trouble. I agree, so open up that door. You're trusting me more easily than I thought. I don't have the time to tell shit from shoe polish. I want to be of help to them as soon as I can.
What? I don't have the time to tell shit from shoe polish? Do you think on shoe cleaning day, Gebura just smeared, like, manure all over her boots? I wouldn't lick them. And I'd be down for some boot licking, but I wouldn't lick Gebura's boots.
If it turns out to be a lie, though, you're going down with this place. Good, I like your composure. I was expecting you to be a bit more rampageous. Then, Kali.
Wait a second. I hope I'm gonna remember which one I meant by that.
Pages. Then, Kali, may you find your book in this place.
God, everything is wet
Finally,
now.
it's starting. You may control patron librarian Bina for this battle. Wow.
Wow. Wow. That's what I sound like in chipmunk mode. I sound like this in chipmunk mode.
Wow. Speed free, speed does lot +1, get in it. Speed 3, speed die slot +1, gain an additional speed die at emotional 3. Has a unique key page and combat pages that cannot be replaced or swapped. At the start of the scene, draw until 4 pages are in hand. Degraded fairy. I wish he would degrade me.
I knew that was coming. I was about to say it again. My mind doesn't work in mysterious ways, it works in sad ways.
When use restore 2 life, it's ranged. Inflict fairy. Take X damage every time the character rolls a die. Oh. At the end of the
So give me a second. There's like an O here. There's a...
Inflict fairy. Take X damage.
Where was the other one?
Use degrade me.
Here we go. That's a fetish tag.
After scene, take X damage at half the fairy stack. Oh. See the speed die of target for the next scene on it. Why would I not choose her? I mean, I wouldn't choose her because these guys have literally empty pages apparently.
God, I'm so bad at the fucking game.
Why do they have Why do they have empty pages? Let's just...
Oh shit, wait a second.
Not choose her. I mean, I wouldn't choose her because these guys have literally empty pages.
Okay, give me a second. So I haven't really done anything here because this whole segment will be zoomed in basically, so I don't have to do it every time. I do it like this. And then I edit in these, like...
I wish he would degrade me.
Here we go, it's like that. God, I need to burp. I should have drank that fast. Oh, okay. There's like an O here. Okay. And a shock.
Why do they have empty pages? Let's just take some basic loot stuff. I will lose this battle just because I want to use Bina. But I have to.
Hey.
If I
Well, we haven't had Roland in
Just
this
because I
one
want to use
yet,
Bina.
really.
But I have to. If I can use Bina, I will use Bina. And Bina will use me, hopefully. I want to be of help to Bina. I want to be of help to Bina. Anyway, degraded lock. Increases cost of target's pages whose original cost is 4 or higher by 2 for the next scene. Degraded pillar. Flipped fairy. Target's current die cannot be recycled. That's interesting.
Talking about fairy, do you guys have like the washing up liquid called fairy, or is that a German thing? I don't know. Like we have a washing up liquid. I don't know what it's called. Like, is it called a washing up liquid? I don't know. What? Yeah, I think I'm talking gibberish again. Maybe I need to look this one up because I don't know the English word for it. Actually, let's do that right now. Washing what? Let's see. It's been a while since I had to look up a word. Leo, please help me. Dishwashing detergent. Washing up liquids! It's British. Arcane would have understood me. It's also in the UK and it's also washing up liquid. Dish liquid. A scavenger? Technical term for it apparently. Okay. Circulation fluid. Drilling fluid actually sounds very lewd. Very lewd. Detergent is... No, detergent for me is the stuff you use on laundry, in my opinion. But whatever. Anyway, so we have one in Germany that's literally called fairy. So if I just Google fairy, it's gonna... Here we go, there it is. This is it. Fairy! Oh my fuck, what the fuck is this? Oh god, actually... Do I have safe search enabled in incognito mode? I surely hope so. I have that. You have that, Pyro? I have that. That's good. I'm glad for you. Oh, wrong file. Okay.
Anyway, degraded lock. Increases cost of target's pages whose original cost is 4 or higher by 2 for the next scene. Degraded pillar. Flipped fairy. Target's current die cannot be recycled. That's interesting. Degraded shockwave. Why is everything degraded with her? What?
I shouldn't drink while doing that.
Why is everything degraded with her?
I love Bina. I love Bina so much. She looks so good in this game.
Why is everything degenerated with me? Yes, free.
I'm gonna get rid of this one. Just do it like that.
Generate with me. Gives free protection to all allies this scene on yours. Individual. Is this a mass attack? Pick one feeble. Well, I fucking
Wait,
have to...
this is a mass attack, right? Why doesn't it not? Why does it not say mass attack anywhere? I think this is designed for mass attack, right?
Individual. Is this a mass attack? Pick one feeble.
I hit my desk there. Oops. Didn't want to do it like this. Okay, let's take this out. It is a mass attack, yeah, okay, but is that like the symbol for it? Like this star thingy? So I can use your knowledge now and go. Let's see. I was asking, is this a mass attack? And we can go, yes. Point towards this. Here we go.
Is this a mass attack? Pick one feeble. Well, I fucking have to use it, right?
Ooh. Am I dropping frames? Why does the page inflict how much erosion? Huh?
Well, I fucking have to use it, right? What about her, Red Mist? Restore 1 additional light and draw 1 more page each scene. When HP drops to 350 since it's 700. Fully recast dagger resist and manifest ego. HP cannot drop below 350 before this occurs. After losing ego manifested status, regain it in 3 scenes. If the character enters a new act after having manifested ego in this reception, manifest it in the second scene. What is going on? This doesn't...
Oh, talking about mass attack pages, when I recorded last, suddenly the tutorial window, the help window for mass attacks popped up. And I thought, well, that's way too late into the game, but thank you very much, Project Moon, just in case I haven't gotten it yet.
In the second scene. What is going on? This doesn't make...
That was really funny. That elicited a chuckle out of me like you wouldn't believe.
What is going on? This doesn't make much sense with a single act, like reception. Gain a counter die /4 to 8 at combat start. 4 to 8 is pretty high. Choose the speed dice with the lowest value. The speed values of the dice change to the maximum possible value. Okay.
Oh god, I clearly didn't get that one. That's why I was reacting with okay.
Okay. Upstanding slash. If 10 or more damage was dealt with this page, draw 1 page. Reduce the cost of all other upstanding slashes by 1. Crazy. Spear. 8 or more damage was dealt, draw 1 page, reduce the cost. 8 or more damage, restore 2 lives, reduce the cost. Gain strength. Wow. Destroy a comic page set on an...
Here we go. Sometimes I just do weird stuff.
Wow. Destroy a comic page set on another random speed die of that target. Destroy a comic page. Huh?
It's really painful watching myself sometimes. You wouldn't believe it. Then again, maybe you do because you're watching me as well. But now you can watch me watch myself, which is weird. I'm also going to upload the stream most likely sometime. So yeah, so people that have missed it will be able to. Because I was planning on doing this. If I had done this as a YouTube video, it would be more focused and straightforward, just showing people how I edit these videos at least. But doing it on stream now makes me very distracted sometimes.
Huh? Great split horizontal mass attack summation. 28 to 42. Okay, let's try to do it with Bina's floor, but I assume we won't be able to since I'm not like the master strategist I want to be. Why do you talk like you know me? Be mindful of your own well-being. I assumed there was gonna be...
Gonna be another okay in here.
I assumed there was gonna be some special dialogue, but so far it doesn't really seem that special. But where his speed dice are infinite? Are infinite? What does it mean? Oh look, we start with 4 light, which be see the speed dice of target next scene. Damn, can we seal both actually?
Damn!
Can we seal both actually?
I love sealing speed dice. It's such a good mechanic. I also love Bina, and oh god, I was playing like the punishing bird abnormality fight, and I got so angry that they took Bina away from me during that. I was so disappointed. I was standing there just with these 3 chuckle fucks. They were still wearing the same gear, by the way. And I was so disappointed.
Damn, can we seal both, actually?
Oh, that's a cute meow.
Um,
Have a Bina.
yeah, okay. We're not
Have a
taking over,
bean.
are we? No. Maybe that's it, maybe we can't take over, and like that's the problem.
God, we have way too many things already, considering we're not even
Okay.
halfway through. But I slow down during the fight segments most of the time, because look, there's just nothing here.
Oh, great. At least this went through.
Here we go.
Hmm.
Maybe a little bit longer.
Now we can take over. And I think we will. If your target is defeated or staggered, use this page again on a random enemy. Why didn't I read that? This is new. 14 to 26, Jesus Christ.
Sometimes the music sounds quite nice when it's sped up, doesn't it?
Uh-oh. The changes to counter dice are really bad for this battle. Also, the fact that I don't have an abnormality yet on Venus floor might be not smart. Let's put it like that. Smart. Let's put not.
Not smart, or in other words, me.
Let's put it like that. Not smart.
What is that with Gebura's
Oh, is there a combat page set on another random?
Kali passive with Yesod's floor? What is the interaction there? Is this something she does with lower speed, huh?
Random speed die for the target, so it would be like if it hits me, it would destroy the one on the floor. I'm just gonna do this. I guess, maybe. Maybe, I really don't know. But I think it would be smart to inflict burn on her soon or something.
Thinking
Wow.
back on it, that was the first time where I actually had to properly use the floor outside of Malkath's, right?
Oh, I like this animation. Of course, this was bound to happen, I guess. Wow! Animu! Hmm.
Let's see. Gebura's infinite dice passive turns your lowest speed dice into infinite. Since you'll have both locked at one, they'll both turn infinite. But can you... Wait, huh? How do these two work together? They're on different floors. I don't understand. Am I missing something, or are you just thinking about the hypothetical situation here? Huh? I hope they buff Malkath floor at some point, because a lot of abnormalities are ass. Yeah, I don't really like the abnormality cards, but the ego cards are so juicy.
I wonder if I would have fared against this better with another...
You can attribute the red mist page? Oh my god, I haven't even thought of that. She's the only one that can equip it, but of course you can attribute it. Oh. Why would you do that? You would take it away from... Well, I guess, if you don't really care about Gebura's floor. But want to... Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for telling me that. That's very interesting. There might be some stuff on her page that is actually, as I said before, mechanically interesting to combine with some other stuff. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Who said this just now, by the way? It's Moritz, or Moritz, I guess. With his name forwards and backwards, actually, interestingly. It's a good catch, Moritz. That's a good catch.
Oh god, another one. With another floor, I guess. I think I would. I would have, definitely. Okay, let's take this over again.
It's the most bonkers combo with Mio's prowess. What does Mio's prowess do? You people just know everything by heart. I don't play this game often enough to know this stuff.
Great at pillar should do the trick, and then we just use some fairies, I guess.
+1 power for every 2 speed difference, basically. Which... Huh? How does it work with infinite, though? Yeah, how much more is infinite than 1 or something? Oh, up to 5. Okay, up to 5. Okay, it's capped. If it wasn't capped, that would be crazy. Auto +5 power. Okay, this is actually... Wow, you could... No wonder people think that I'm a fucking idiot, because I'm not coming up with stuff like this, obviously. Obviously people think I'm an idiot. If everyone is like working out stuff like this... Just to quote someone saying I'm not good at deck building games. I'm not. I never said I was, actually.
Some fairies, I guess.
You had how long to think about stuff like... I don't know, how long?
Oh, yes. I think I have to...
How long have you had? I don't actually know. I've just did these encounters like this week.
Oh, yes. I think I have to, like, stack up the fairy on her.
Mio is so
Wow,
bad as a key page. Yeah, I'm not really happy with the key pages I got from our corporation, to be honest. I equipped them on Bina's floor to help with an abnormality battle, but I wasn't too happy about it. The thing I liked most about the abnormality battle I did with Bina's floor and the R Corporation key pages was that I also gave them some purple tier cards along with it. And Maxime. Maxime is actually kind of crazy, to be honest. His mass attack is juicy. I really like that one. It went off once against me, and it nearly killed my whole team in one. That was crazy. So I want to do this myself. The game is really curious. If you were to just focus on min-maxing and using the best possible stuff all the time, the game would be incredibly easy. I wouldn't struggle with a single encounter if I amended my decks, if I changed my decks after every single reception. If I played the game like that, like if I was playing the game for efficiency and by myself, without any entertainment factor, I would most likely clear every encounter in at least 2 tries. Once to see how it works, and the second time around just with a deck built to just steamroll it, for example. There are a lot of good setups. I agree, there are a lot of good setups that I even stumble upon accidentally. And I use subpar pages, I use old pages, I still have weight up in some decks, and I still defeat the game like very easily sometimes. First timing some encounters, second trying others. So I don't really understand the need to just break the game that hard. I don't understand it. Why would you want to deprive yourself of the joy of like a challenging encounter? Why do I just want to get through everything as quickly as possible? I might as well just hit like control during the novel segments and don't even read what's going on. I don't understand that mindset. It's like enabling cheats at the start of a game. Why would you do that? It's not fun anymore in that case, in my opinion. It's fun to find these game-breakingly mechanics, definitely. But imagine if you found like a deck that basically makes you invincible. Like Freeze found with Netsec, for example. Do you think he's using this for every single encounter when he's playing by himself? I think that's incredibly boring. I actually wouldn't put it past him because Freeze is kind of weird like that, as far as the stuff I know from him, since he also played Terraria in a weird manner. But it wouldn't be like it would be too boring for me. I wouldn't like it. You just press P every time, and you defeat every encounter in like 10 turns. Sometimes it takes longer, but you never die. Where's the difficulty in that? Ignore brain cells, turn Unga on. Unga is most likely the least refined way to play this game, and pretty good still, since you can fail the Unga, I believe. I don't find joy in intentionally making bad decks. I don't do this intentionally, Spirit, thank you very much. I don't do this intentionally, and at the time these decks are okay. It's just that I keep using them for so long that they get very, very bad by the time I have to use them again. That's the problem. People just want everything given to them. Bore and fun is subjective. Good. Yeah, that's a good thing to throw in here, Manimoto. You're actually right about that. Maybe these people are having fun playing the game like that. Who am I to tell them how to play the game when I'm the one getting angry about them playing me how to play the game? It's kind of hypocritical of me. Thank you, Manimoto. Thank you.
Wow, look at the amount of light and shit she has.
You're absolutely right. By the way, Manimoto, you're absolutely right. It also really doesn't really matter to me. So I shouldn't get too invested. It's just that under every video there's like a few comments that get repeated every time and people still don't understand, and it gets a little bit tiring, to be honest.
Wow, look at the amount of light and shit she has. Okay. Take one of these over.
The beauty with games like this is that if you want to make the game easier, you can just look up how to do something or how to build a deck. If people are stuck on a certain reception and they don't mind the spoilers, for example, they can just look up a video on how to beat it, right? Most of the time the RNG works out, and if it doesn't, you just try again. Pretty sure Freeze released videos for every big encounter, so if you're stuck on the game, just look him up. So yeah, you shouldn't make the base game harder, as long as there's ways to certainly defeat it, right? Even if the game has RNG by having like dice rolls and cards, it seems pretty like a pretty surefire way is always possible. Wow, you're struggling with fights for 8 hours or more? Oh god, what the fuck is coming up soon? I can't record for 8 hours. That's my whole week, basically. Oh god, maybe I'll have to do some deck building before I continue. Like, Iori herself, like, took me 45 minutes, but I did defeat her in the end. It just was so long.
I can steal one of her speed dice, if possible. Oh shit.
Wait, when was that? Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I can do something with that. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm very glad actually. If I manage to somehow edit this video this week, I'm gonna have some time off next week maybe. Or maybe I can work ahead.
Shit. Yeah, let's just try this. Might be the wrong way to go about this, but it's just how it is right now. It's just how it is. Ah, 3-8. Damn, fucking Fervid Emotions is incredibly strong. That's interesting.
Pre-patch, Yesod was the repeated attack was stronger back then, right? The machine gun thingy. I think people said this. I still got smashed by it, but apparently it was even harder before the patch or something, right? It was cancer? Okay. That's why I'm glad that I'm not always rushing to do the new stuff.
At least Pina is able to get rid of her counter dice every time. And look, she's almost down to
I don't really have the time to play games for that long anymore, sadly.
350, so at least I'm gonna be able to see her change, I guess. Maybe Pina can even do it all on her own, you know? Next scene, I might be able to get her down to 350. Okay. Stuff.
Well,
right.
Bina's realization is out already? Are all realizations out at this point? Because I think someone mentioned Hogma's realization in a YouTube comment or something. Oh god, I really need to catch up then. Yeah? Okay. I need to do Gebura, Chesed, Bina and Hogma? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, I guess we're gonna end the stream in about half an hour so I can record something then. Bina and Hogma realizations are key now. I've done one Hogma abnormality so far. There's like 4 or 5, right? Oof.
Yeah. Great. Rose, you're dead. You're fucking dead, I'm sorry to say, but that's it. You're done so. There's not even any point in taking stuff over. You're done so.
Strong.
Done so. There's not even any point in taking stuff over for you. It's a funny thing. However, if target is defeated or staggered, that's not good.
I must have had a really bad throat on that day.
If target is defeated or staggered, that's not good. It's not good at all.
Let's edit this one out. I don't really like it when I keep doing that.
It's not good at all. Well, okay. Can't change it, so gonna have to live with it. Oh, come on, Bina.
If possible, I want to at least finish like up to here or something. I don't know.
Bina.
Or maybe we're gonna start
no.
inserting some pictures, so we have a little bit
Sounds
of
like a
that
hit.
on video.
Big hit. Oh, she's down to 350. Okay. Not gonna take any damage anymore. She's now gonna.
What was that?
She's now gonna.
Suddenly the music set in very loudly.
She's now gonna manifest ego. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That doesn't really sound better. Sped up. That music, I mean.
The red mist. All dice gain +2 power. Can use. Sorry. Great split vertical. Each scene resistance against a random type become normal. Rest are endured. Every enemy defeated gain a stack of red mist, which boosts the power of all dice. Oh, great. This character fails to deal 40%. Right. This character fails to deal 40+ damage with attacks within the scene. Take stagger damage equal to 40% of the max stagger resist. Lose ego manifested status upon getting staggered.
It's a bug that the music is so loud? Yeah, I think it's a bug with the engine or something, because it doesn't really it doesn't just happen in this encounter. I think it happened before with some other encounters as well. Okay.
Character fails to deal 40+ damage upon getting staggered. Okay. I'm not.
Fuck me, what was wrong with me that day?
I'm not gonna do this with this floor, by the way. That is like not gonna happen.
Spoilers?
Right.
Okay. Good job you wrote that in caps, so it was the first thing I read. Thank you, Blue.
Oh, great. She's mass attack.
Which means everything above Blue I won't read now, right, guys? You do realize that. He can just... Blue can just be the boy that cried wolf all night.
She's mass attacking us. I guess.
Actually, I kinda like the music sped up. It's very speed metal. God, it's very speed metal. Oh, fuck me. I would love to put a comment in here about the music, but we will be the only people hearing it sped up like this.
Oh shit. Oh god damn it. Why is this so, like, awkward? Oh god damn it.
Okay.
Damn it. Why is this so, like, awkward?
Have you heard about Nightcore? I assume it's a music genre? No, do I need to look it up? Is it good? I might look it up. I'm open for everything when it comes to music, to be honest. I like the effect on
Great,
Venus
Madison went
attack.
through. And she rolled a 44. Are you fucking serious?
Here we go.
Are you fucking serious? She will kill Dina now. Dina's dead. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's gonna be another one of these episodes where I use all of my pictures with anime girls that look sad. Sadly.
Fuck's sake. I guess if I had some abnormalities, like pages
Oh,
on
she
Dina's
killed
floor, it would be
everyone
good.
in one turn.
Now I'm gonna need to grind for the Book of Lobotomy Corporation. Oh, we have several floors available for reception. I didn't even see that.
Whoa, you had 3 floors available? Why the fuck did I struggle with this fight? Why did I struggle with this? I'm such a fucking shitter. Holy crap.
Available for reception. I didn't even see that. Look, Malkov's locked.
You
We
suck,
can use all
lol.
of Rodent.
Yeah,
I
thank
would have
you.
loved
You wish, though, Blue. You wish I did.
one floor this, but alas. Is there another phase though? Because if you can use 3 floors, that's kinda like a little.
Oh god, I was so full of myself when I said that. I legitimately thought I was gonna defeat this encounter. Oh.
Like, a little bit too easy, I think. The red mist in a past glory still feels unreal. So you're the trials spaces to present to me. Don't worry, Carly, you're gonna get, like, your shit slapped in now. Oh, what is this deck? Charlotte. Say hello to Charlotte, by the way, but what the fuck is this deck?
I know a streamer that beat all of Urban Plague and most of Urban Nightmare with full stop gun and passives. To be honest, I can't really remember in which levels, like in which reception levels the encounters were. So if you just say Urban Nightmare or Urban Plague, I don't know which of them are, to be honest. It's been too long since I played them. And I'm very bad at remembering stuff like this. Like I'm glad every day that I still remember the name of my daughter. Let's see. Insert sad anime girl picture. 3505 time. What? 3505. 3505. 3505. Where's 3505? Here. 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 You want me to insert sad anime girl picture here? Sad anime girl. Here we go. Just for you. Just for you. Do you want to do that right now? Let me look it up. Sad. Let's put one in. As I keep saying so often, let's put one in. Oh, you know, we're gonna put in the cutest of sad anime girls. We're gonna put in good old Yotsuba.
Wow, I like this animation.
Doesn't really make much sense that she's here, but I was saying that people can
Of course, this
influence
was
how I
bound to
edit
happen, I
this,
guess.
right?
Wow.
Here we go. Don't tell me that I don't listen to what people say. However, if more people do this now, I won't corrupt the integrity of my editing for this, okay? Yotsuba always fits. She's so cute. I love her. I sincerely hope that my daughter grows up to be like her.
By the way, but what the fuck is this deck?
Okay. Full stop passives are great for crippling someone so hard the first turn you set them up for an easy fight. Yeah. I tried something along those lines as well with some decks, like going first scene all out, but you have to remember that most of the time you only have free light on the first scene. So maybe I'm just not smart enough to use it. You were just fucking with me? It's okay. I like to be fucked with.
Okay, Chuck, okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Charles.
Shrug. Or Shrubruck.
To sleep at night, Charles.
I don't know if you have this reaction image, but let me pull it up.
Oh, the roller floor is
Spiria.
really weird. I don't know what I was
Spiria, I
thinking.
really hope this is not porn. It's not porn. I'm gonna save it later. Thank you very much, Spiria.
Look at this shit.
Past Lambda is always full of confidence. What a fool. Yeah, Past Lambda. But sometimes Past Lambda can be quite smart. Like, holy shit, Past Lambda can be incredibly smart, as you will be able to see this Friday with the Tipperef episode, where I go off the deep end with my theories, and I somehow I don't know if I hit all the marks or none of the marks, because it's a weird ass kind of feel as soon as I notice or realize that the Tipperef realization won't be as it could be or as it should be. I immediately start theorizing about Roland and Kate of Floor, but I guess you're gonna see.
Good. We should be killing her, right? Right? Slowly but surely, we should be. Down to 300. We're doing it. We're doing it.
For fuck's sake. How low did I get her in this try, I wonder?
Okay, here we go.
First try.
It's happening now. The one that killed me before. It's a minimum of 12, or this one is a minimum of 14. But
What the fuck was wrong with my throat on this day?
it's a minimum of
I kept clearing it. Should have just, like, licked some honey or something.
12, or this one is a minimum of 14, but I think the maximum on this one is way higher. It's like 26, 32, and this one is 14, 23, 26. Like 26, 32, and this one is 14, 23, 30. It's not way higher. Well, this one is 16, 24, 31. And a minimum of 15. There's no way in hell.
Okay, it is time for some good old math alpha blend in. Everyone is gonna recognize once I do that. Actually, wait a second. Why do I have my file explorer open here? Oh, okay. Math. Okay. I haven't really used this one yet, but there's no real. I guess I'm gonna use this instead. Nah, it's not really a right aspect ratio, but it doesn't really matter if I do this. People really like it when I do this stuff, apparently, and I think it's quite funny as well. When it happens slowly like this. It's like 26, 32, and this one is 14, 23, 30. It's not way higher. Well, this one is 16, 24, 31. And a minimum of 15. Fucking cat.
There's no way in hell I'm ever gonna, like, get these.
Fucking cat. I don't know if I should hate or love her. She is like a fucking cat, actually. Just doing whatever she wants.
So, whatever. Just whatever.
For fuck's sake, Lambda. Get well soon.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Louise.
It's not really much I say here. Just going, oh, jeez, and oh, jeez, Louise, 10 seconds later or something. Ah. We can turn this into something like remotely funny though by just exaggerating it a little, I guess.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, of course she goes through again. Staggering all of us. Fucking ridiculous. What the fuck?
You should have noticed by now, every time I put alpha in, I'm just gonna do something like this. Like, this is an alpha blend in. And if I just do a regular alpha, it's just gonna be like the same opacity all throughout. But unlike a picture like this, for example, which is why I don't blur the background as well.
Fuck.
Just in case you're
Which floor can I
actually
click?
interested in the editing side
Well,
of
maybe
things.
if I had gotten these earlier, you know, but now it's over, so you need to start with Roland, otherwise you're done for. Yeah.
Sped up lambda sounds so young. My secretary frequently makes fun of me for my sped up voice. She calls it my how do I translate that? How do I translate that? God, I don't actually know the English word. Well, I guess chipmunk voice is a good enough description. She calls it something similar in German.
I'm gonna finish it with the charge now, basically.
German moment here.
Really shouldn't have given me so.
What are actually chipmunks in German? I don't know. Actually, what are chipmunks in German? I only know them as the chipmunks. Like we had the chipmunks as well in Germany. Chipmunk. Oh, okay. No, she doesn't say this definitely, but oh man, chipmunks are cute. So, which chipmunk, hey? Which one? Which one do you think? Man, that was a meme. How long ago was that actually? That was some time ago. Chipmonkey. I learned so many good songs through the chipmunks. Like, nah, let's not go there.
Really shouldn't have given me so much trouble. This encounter, I mean.
God, she really just killed my whole floor in one turn again. It's the charge, right? That's how it works.
Okay.
Oh, that's a sad okay. That's a sad okay.
Okay. There's no point in even like using another floor. We can actually use Gebura. However, I haven't like optimized her yet. I wanted to turn into like people on my stream have told me that she's pretty good like solo.
That's you guys.
And I wanted to turn into that, but I haven't had the chance to do so yet. So it has to be. Or maybe no. Oh great. But the only people, like the only patron librarians that can fight her are Roland, Gebura, and Bina. Not even Hotmar wants to. Still gonna have to.
Oh, so I could have used these. I only just noticed, but I could have used the floors just without the patron librarians. I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. Yesod's floor would have. Oh, I could have fucked her over with Yesod's floor so hard. And later on, I even used Netzek, didn't I? Wasn't I showing you footage of Netzek? Why didn't I use Yesod's floor then? Or am I about to use Yesod's floor and fail horribly? I'm about to use Yesod's floor. How the fuck did I fail? Yesod's floor is so easy. I'm really curious to see how I'm gonna screw this up because I'm angry at myself now. Autism. Legitimately. Legitimately.
Still gonna have to use this floor. Not even Hotmar wants to. Still gonna have to use this floor.
I failed because of the horizontal slash again here, most likely. Most likely, it hit me every time. I just didn't have enough summation cards, or rather didn't have enough rather good enough cards for the summation, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, Gucci. At least she doesn't start in her like crazy form.
Yeah, that's what you need to like make use of. The fact that she starts in a regular form every time. You have 2 more tries afterwards. If you get her to red mist form the first time around and then deal some damage, you have 2 more fresh starts on the floor to just go bonkers on her ass. And I didn't make use of that. And the full stop stuff, for example, could have been quite well in that regard. Just immediately make her bleed, basically. Not literally, but let her suffer.
Crazy form. Can anyone take this over for us?
Yeah, no. God, I put in so much shit already. This is gonna be a heavily edited episode. Actually, I could also just... It's like 30 seconds without any talking, where I most likely actually drifted off to sleep while recording this.
Oh, shit. Oh, the counter dice! Are you kidding me? How's she constantly just rolling higher than me?
Fucking crybaby Lambda. Proselyte's Blade and Night in the Backstreets. Wait, I remember Night in the Backstreets. What is that about Night in the Back? Huh? It's good for dealing with mass attacks. That mimicry weapon trail? Oh yeah, I know what you mean now. You don't really have time to appreciate that while you play, do you? At least I don't. Or rather, maybe I just don't pay enough attention. I just look at the dice rolls while I'm playing. When it comes to opposing mass attacks, the calculation of rolls happens before any on-use effect on the combat page triggers. Stuff like Scratch That will have dice calculated before the power decrease. Oh, Arcane, oh my good lord. How? I would say, how do you guys know that? But again, you had quite some more time to think about that stuff, and you actually engage in discourse about the game itself, while the only information source I have about stuff is what people tell me in the comments or you on stream. I can't just readily look stuff up if I'm unsure about some mechanics, because I'm afraid of spoilers and I don't really want to spoil the whole experience by making it too easy for myself. But stuff like this, you can either find that out if you're perceptive, or you can have someone useful like Arcane telling you, which is 2 thumbs up. Thank you. I spend a ridiculous amount of time playing the game and also discussing stuff. Will make your life easier if you know this. Yeah, the question is it really worth using these cards in your decks? But if you're fighting a specific encounter that has something as ridiculously strong and high as this summation attack, it would make sense to put it in, definitely. Maybe visit our Discord finally. Nah. I'm good. Mass attacks become increasingly common in Star of the City. I am in Star of the City, right? I'm at 47 out of 48 or something, so I assume I'm gonna unlock the next level soon. I have the reception after the index left, and I have the reception after the Lou office. Like the one above the Argalia one was Iori, right? And the one above the warp charge stuff was what's it called? R Corporation. So I have Liu office, which I assume is gonna be more Liu. It's gonna be Zhao or something. And I have Index, which I assume is gonna be more Index. But we killed the Index proselytes. However, the fight is not over yet. Are we gonna see more Thumb as well? Or is the Thumb fully done now? I don't really... I don't know. Who would want the index pages otherwise? Anyway. We train you wrong on purpose as a joke. Yeah, that's what my parents told me, actually.
A 9? You know, she never...
Oh, that's a good joke. No alpha.
You know, she never rolls like that when I, use her. Bitch.
Bitch. God, I'm so spiteful sometimes.
Bitch.
One of them is easy, the other not so much. Okay. I like it when it's not easy, Blue. I have to admit that I quite like it when the game spanks me a little. Let's put it like that.
No way in hell, basically. No way in hell. Not even with Yum Yum still wearing something she isn't even supposed to wear, since I gave her that,
Oh yeah, Yum Yum is wearing Carlos' page, and I had the funniest moment. Sadly, I didn't fully record it, but I can tell you now. I was doing I think it was the fully complete R-Corp reception. Was it? Yeah, I believe it was. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So I used Yesod's Floor to grind the first 3 acts or something. And Yum Yum was the only survivor on Yesod's Floor, and I synchronized her with Shooty Boy's ego page. And she just chain staggered everyone every scene or something with the mass attack basically, and using some other mass attacks or something. It was so funny. She had 3 HP and they just couldn't kill her. Because she was blocking everything if they could attack her, and the others she just kept staggering. It was the craziest thing. I legitimately thought, okay, I'm just gonna go into this now with Yum Yum, who's nearly dead. But afterwards I thought about building just the whole floor of Yesod, choosing one nugget, making this nugget incredibly strong, giving them, like, there's always these passives where you power up when your allies die or something, right? Giving them something like that, and then trying to gun for the ego synchronization card and just keep going ranged on everyone with the mass attack, because once your allies are dead, who cares, right? That went so well. That was so good that I really thought about that. However, I need to put more thought into it instead of just rushing into it, because overall, Yesod's floor is good if you have a lot of people just, going ham, pang on people.
Like, just to grind, basically, but...
I love all the synchro cards. There's more synchronization cards? Nice! Nice, I really liked it as well. I like when she whipped out the gun then. And I assume it's because Carlo is actually a half-ranged card in the first place. And Yum Yum is just the cutest of nuggets on Yesod's floor. I really like Galena, and Emma is crazy good still, even though she's wearing Emma's page. But Yum Yum really somehow played herself into my heart with this. Look forward to it? Okay, there's 2 more. Where am I in realizations? Up to Tiberef. Up to and including Tiberef.
Whatever.
Okay, we can have a whatever done here. Kind of just want to get to this point, and then we're gonna insert some pictures.
These floors are not ready without any emotion.
Gonna do this on my own
and she
next
always
week or
rolls
something.
so high. Christ almighty. She rolls high. Now Emma is staggered too. Okay, everyone is staggered. Fun times ahead.
Actually, I have a tag that's literally just 5 A's in a row.
It's ahead. Why did I not just, like, abort this battle, basically? So she's gonna kill 2 people now. Nice.
82 damage.
I don't know why I ever was, like, optimistic about this.
You can really tell that my mood went down the drain with this fight over the course of the whole thing. That was let me look it up real quick. Maybe I can actually show you. Yeah, okay. So you can see my recording date and the time I started recording. So you have to remember that, like, the start of the recording was on 1 a.m. and 10 minutes, like 10 minutes after I stopped streaming. I think this was a Saturday, on the 6th of December. Must have been a Saturday or Wednesday back then, I believe. So I started 10 minutes after the stream. And at this point, I had already played for 30 minutes and I had made no progress whatsoever. And I had a headache when I started. I just wanted to play. I thought, okay, let's knock this one out real quick because I need some episodes. For Project Moon Week, I was thinking ahead, I knew that, for one, I wouldn't have a lot of time, like, during the end of December. And secondly, I knew that I would have would need some episodes spare for Project Moon Week. And then it all just went down the drain. And I got really fucking salty.
She's not really using anything now. 14 to 26. Oh, it's charged though. Great.
You tossed your what? What did you do? Defki, what happened?
Great. Oh, she didn't kill with charge. That's pretty good.
You know what? I might record some more during this week, and then on Saturday when we do the drawing stuff, I might also do a little bit of deck building with you guys. I feel like it's due again. That some people tell me a few things that might work well on some floors, or maybe help me think about some stuff. Like I don't really want to be spoon fed, as you know, but sometimes having a little bit of input actually kind of helps. Just looking at Galena still wearing the She Office page here makes me, and obviously Vera with the musician stuff here makes me think that I really should update some floors actually. So you definitely want to be here on Saturday. If you want to have some input, that is. We're also going to do something related to the video I'm going to put out later today on Saturday, if possible. I really hope people are gonna... Oh god, I'm so scared about today's video, actually. So nervous. Not scared, anxious, that's the word.
Yeah, there was no way in hell Galena was gonna survive this shit, and... neither will Vera, actually. So no Yum Yum is gonna get ripped apart. Oh, fuck me, this fight. I have a very bad headache. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought I could just record this, like, easy. And now my book is gone, isn't it? Book is gone. Alright everyone, I'm gonna have to grind it back. Give me a quick second. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Okay, we're gonna... Usually I don't do this since it's easier to put in... Oh, I can just treat this as a second part. So what I do once I finish like putting in my tags and my marks, I copy either Angela or Roland. I copy them and I go through like the whole thing, and whenever there's an oh shit, not on this track. Whenever there's an A, I just put it in. It's like very tedious work, but it's the most efficient way to do it actually, since otherwise, for fuck's sake, Angela, copy it in this track. Thank you very much. It's the best way to deal with it, really. Let's get through it kind of quickly as well. Sometimes I miss one. Like 2 episodes ago or something, I missed something Angela said, sadly. That's it. Yeah, it ends with, oh my fucking hell, 80. I'm up to 80. I don't want to use more than 100, and there's like 20 minutes left. The last part of this video might not be as, like, I don't know, intensive, or intense rather. So let's see, now we have to put in the roll at once. Stay down in the track. Thank you very much. And then afterwards I go through, I insert all of the text stuff, because text stuff actually takes the most time, most of the time. Sounds ironic, doesn't it? And then afterwards I go for... The picture stuff happens really fast, actually. I just need to look up the texts. I need to look up the images. Sometimes I'm not like happy with the image, and I spend like 10 minutes trying to find a perfect image. But then I always think, no one's gonna really care about that. You don't really have to put in that much effort. But I don't really know if people care or not. I don't know if you can like hide the markers actually. That would be good for this stuff, because now I need to go by these. Because now I need to... And again, that is the most tedious and time-consuming part. I'm gonna have to do this. That blue wacko.
Right after Agadia, of course, we didn't get a book out of him.
See, something like that. You're right, we won't notice. Yeah, but if I want to have the perfect image, like the one that just describes the fetish I'm talking about perfectly, gonna have to look for it. No, all of my fetish images are actually correctly tagged with armpits or feet or thighs or breasts or dicks or yeah, so you don't need to worry about those. They are the only ones that are correctly tagged somehow. I don't know why. We might make her bigger on this one actually. But shorter. Binast. Either Hokmas or Binast. I don't know. Fully finally either Hokmas or Binast. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Here, no, these are just these two. This. Here we go. But I have to. If I can use Bina, I will use Bina, and Bina will use me, hopefully. So after the stream, I'm gonna record. Any suggestions on what I should do? Should I do the one after the index proselytes, or should I do the reception after the Liu office? Tell me now, or make a suggestion, actually. You can vote. Wait, we can vote for that. Let me take a look. How do I make a vote? How can I start a vote? Oh god, here we go. What should I record next after the stream? Well, go. We're gonna do that for like 3 minutes or something. Here we go. Here we go. You can vote now. You don't have to write it. Isn't that nice? You can be lazy. You can just press a button instead of writing. I'd love to press button. I just love pressing buttons. I don't know what is wrong with me. It must be a stimming thing again. Like buttons, they're like little nipples you can press at any time, even if it's the weirdest description I've ever. Whatever. Forget I said that actually. Ever played Stanley Parable? No, but I think Lightning Hand suggested it to me a few more times, so I might actually sometime. I don't think it's on my wish list yet, though. There's a sad animal girl. You have a little bit of time left on the vote. Again, tell me what I should record next. It's gonna be a few weeks until you see that, obviously. Actually, I'm gonna take a look in a second how many more episodes there are until I'm recent, basically. We're gonna take even more looks behind the scene. Just how it is. In a second, we're gonna finish a little bit of this first. Be able to get her down to 350. Okay. This thing with buttons there. I need to play this game now. Thank you. Thank you. You know exactly how to trigger my button tickling box, which sounds like a euphemism actually. The button tickling box. That's kind of like a little bit too easy, I think. The red mist in a past glory still feels unreal. Oh, so Roland actually has special dialogue for her. Okay, I even read it out. People are going to be glad about that. Here we go. Here we go. Into that, but I haven't had the chance to do so yet. So it has to be. On the 26th, there will be one new story fight. How many story fights are left, actually? They posted a number on Twitter a few weeks ago. But by now, that number must be way lower. If every realization is out, are we about to end the game soon? I don't know. It's weird because with Lobotomy Corporation, if you like put the realizations and the suppressions on the same level, there are people that finished, or rather that played Lobotomy Corporation towards the end without doing all the suppressions. But I think if you play Ruina, you will always do the realizations. So it's kind of weird. It's not really the same. All right. 11 of you voted for the Liu 1, or rather the reception after Liu 1 and 2. And 5 of you, 31%. Actually, you guys voted with 69%. I'm so proud of you. 69% of you voted for the Liu reception, while only 31% of you voted for the proselyte. Did you do that because of the memes, or did you legit thought, like, okay, whatever? Roland has a line with the purple tier too. I didn't use him on her, but I need to. I want to see that, actually. Maybe I'm gonna see it by chance with her weird ass, like, passive. Okay, so I'm gonna do that one later. And tomorrow I might do the other one. I'm off work tomorrow, actually. God damn, it feels good to have a day off work after, like, working for 10 days consecutively. I'm so fucked up. I'm so tired. And then I have to work on Friday, and Saturday I'm off work again. So far, at least. I might get called in. Who knows? I might get unlucky. And then next week, all of my overtime would have paid off, because next week I only work 2 days. And it's gonna feel so great, because after the work I put into Project Moon Week, and after the work I did in real life, I'm just gonna be able to cruise along for a little bit, like record on my own time, don't get stressed about anything, spend some time with Babby, and just be happy, hopefully. Or rather, be less depressed than usual, I guess, which is still pretty good. People have followed just now, right? I did hear the blunks. God, in my recording yesterday, I heard the blung as well. I can't turn it off. As soon as I record with OBS, you can hear if people follow. Even if I record, like... even if I record with without my stream overlay. The whole fucking follow thing is just in the background constantly. Thank you everyone that followed during the stream, by the way, if you're still here and you followed. I don't really tend to read out many names or something. It's just not the way I work. Okay. God, I'm so glad people are actually answering questions in my stead. Thank you, Spiria. I honestly really doubt someone would finish the game without realizations. Yeah, especially after you figure out they give you ego pages. Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's be honest. The bonuses you got from suppressions were great as well. But I'm pretty sure some people must have done Hokma suppression and thought, now, fuck this. I'd rather do whatever else. But then they get cucked out later, right? After going through the ordeals of day 46 onward. They get cucked out because they just didn't have the patience to do it. Which is sad. But that's just the way the game is. A little bit of sad and unfair. Okay, we're ready. How do I do this? How do I do this? First, let me take a sip, because once I open my picture folder, I won't be able to read chat. This is kind of bad. Yeah, you're right about that, Blue. The ego pages are far superior than what you got from most suppressions. You're right about that. Imagine if you could only use 5 nuggets in each department after doing the suppression. That would be funny, right? Because that would make it so much more worth it as well. Or if you had to unlock the nuggets the same way you need to unlock them now. Yeah. Just imagine what could have been. Thank God I don't I'm not a game developer or something, because the game I would devise would be entirely unfun. I guarantee there's some idiot who never did a dusk and got locked out at day 46. Wow. That could have been me if I was any less determined about video games, I think. There's someone doing an only press P challenge? That's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of cool. Do you want to drop a name? Or something? Because I like that. Also, like, from the get-go, from the very first encounter, that's impressive. That's impressive. Aeon. Last Aeon. Let me take a... How far is he in the game? He or she? How far are they? I forgot who it was. Like, if I look him pretty late... for fuck's sake. Oh, man, I want to look people up! I want to see stuff. As good as it feels to play the game entirely fresh, it would also be pretty nice to share it with someone, other than just sharing it actively with you, sharing it passively by watching other people. I'd like to do that. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube these days anymore. Most of the stuff I watch, while like grind stuff, is not really like game related or something. I've been watching a lot of QI lately. Like the past 2 weeks, whenever I had some free time and I could watch a YouTube video like next to it. Next to what I was doing, I was watching old QI episodes, which is weird, but I feel smarter now. You should maybe do some realizations before third row Lu or index, since the realizations were out for some time before them. Gebura and Chesed were out by the point you're at. Bina got released after the third row Lu fight. Hogma got released after the fight after index. Wait a second. Bina got released after the third row Lu fight, so third row would be the one I intended to do today, Spiria? You mean this one? Gebura and Chesed were out by the point you're at. So after R-Corp and after... I think the Purple Tier was quite a late edition, actually, right? So if I use the Purple Tier cards in my Gebura realization, people might get angry. Let's put it like that. Even though some people say just use the best stuff you have available at any given point, other people then go and say, oh, you weren't supposed to use these cards at this point in time. Where are the people that say, holy shit, Lambda, I love you. I want to lick your eyeballs. I haven't had that in a long time. No one told me they wanted to lick my eyeballs in weeks. You can't see the new videos because it's normally current content and it spoils. Man, someone remind me of his name then. Last Aeon. As soon as the game is finished and I'm done with it. Okay. Those are the same people who cried when Masteries got removed. Masteries? It's the same guy who does the card/passive/key page database. Database? Gebura realization was after Red Mist. Yeah, obviously. Obviously. I mean, the point I'm currently at is... I told you. I told you what I did. Wait, it was just after Red Mist they added Gebura Realization, really? That's what you mean to tell me. Sorry, I misread that. Like, the tone got lost in text. Okay, so I should be able to do Gebura Realization now. On a scale of 1 to Servant of Wrath, how hard is the Gebura Realization, in your opinion? Like, I want to get some opinions. I want to know if people got stuck on her or something. Fuck you, I hate you. I love you too. Thank you. May I lick your eyeballs? With pleasure. Gebura Realization is slightly harder. I certainly won't complain if you use purple tea. Yeah. Okay. Licking eyeballs, what the fuck? What? You want to lick my feet instead? Here we go. A lot of people wanting to lick my eyeballs. There's enough for everyone. I have 3 eyes after all. You know of the hidden eye, right, guys? You know the hidden eye? I'd send you the database link. The whole page is also rife with spoilers. Just explain to me the concept of what kind of database is he? What? Like, not the wiki. What kind of database? What information is on the database that would be different to the wiki? That's what I want to know. Can we fuck? No, I'm married. Thank you. Before the nerf, you could solo Gebura Floor Realization with the Red Mist page. Okay. Wait, before the nerf. Okay. Those 10% chance to boost slash power by 1 or whatever passives were masteries. Before passive transfer. Oh, okay, I remember now. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't even... Oh god, I wasn't even thinking of them anymore. Okay, there's a database with all this stuff. It's very hard to keep up with the chat right now, by the way. I'm so far behind right now. Database with all the stuff on commit pages and passives and app no pages and key pages. Okay. Let's see. Red Mist has been nerfed because it was cheese. It's still very strong in my opinion. Like, I used her recently. And I think she's very strong. I have no idea out of 10 because I did it before Counter Dice nerf and steamrolled it. Okay. So is it a case of I'm finally gonna do a fight that's kinda harder than the people that did it on release? Because I would be up for that. These days you can have problems with red. Okay. Before Counter Dice nerf 1, after I'd say 3 or 5. I don't know how high 3 or 5 are on a scale of 1 to 7 of Rav, but okay, I guess it's kind of like in the middle. There's only one face that's annoying, okay. The hidden eye in the servant of Rav's torso. That's not the hidden eye I mean. The database has all the comment pages, key pages. So it's like, if you don't want to start up the game, you can basically look at the database then. You build mostly for realizations. Okay. I have an entirely naked nugget on Gebura's floor because I did the Nosferatu fight and unlocked the 5th one. So I'm definitely going to go over the decks. They're all still using the stuff I used in my Mountain of Smiting Bodies fight. The smoke stuff. And Gebura uses Red Mist, obviously. You can still solo it with Gebura. Freeze managed to do it. Freeze is some kind of weird-ass mechanical god. I'm not on his level. First phase is annoying. Okay, second phase is meh. Rest is easy. It's good if the first phase is annoying. I really disliked the fact that I had to go through 2 other phases to reach Servant of Wrath with Tippereth. Because the first 2 phases are easy, but time-consuming. We're looking at nothing right now, by the way. I might as well open this again. I wanted to edit. Oh god, oh shit, it's so late. I need to edit a little bit more, then I'm gonna start recording. Okay. Find it easy if you use Red Mist solo with firm backup squad. First phase is hardest, okay. Okay. It's an escort mission. No! Let me guess, she walks in a different walk speed than the player as well. No! That's the worst. These are the worst escort missions ever. Like when the NPCs walk quicker, or even worse is when they walk slower than you, obviously. Anyway, we have to look up a sorry picture. Want to choose? Which sorry picture should I choose? Oh god, my screen is so bright. How do I enable dark mode for my file explorer? Ignore the Roland Sorry one, by the way. I don't know why he's in here. I still have no idea how we have trouble with chesed abnormalities. Oh, I'm just not a fan of having to roll high in a particular spot, Blue. Because it really needs some specific cards, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I just threw Hissy Fit. Who knows? Who knows? The next chesed abnormality I'm gonna do is the road home or something. What is it? Something cat in the road home or something? I don't know. I can't remember. Like the one out of Wonderlab. Still. Be mindful. While doing the Gabura realization, I got extremely unlucky in the end. I had to redo all the fight. Yeah. It won't happen to me. What are the chances? If you have Rudolph, he's great in realizations because of his dice power with the staggered thing. Yeah. Okay. I vote for the center one. Like this one? Sorry? Oh my god, sorry. They have the same name because they're different file data types. File types? File types. Scaredy Cat and the Road Home. That's the thing. That's the thing. Last one. The Watamote. It's... Oh god. It's Kuroko. That's her name, right? I haven't read it in a long time. It went really weird, the series. Like the first 50 chapters were kind of nice, and then it suddenly went all lesbian on us. Okay, I think I'm gonna go... No, wait. We have to listen to the tone of what I was saying. I can't say I feel sorry for you when I'm genuinely saying sorry.
Very sorry. After my stream just now. Very sorry. Some people really don't like when I...
Oh no, actually it fits because I wasn't entirely serious about this. So we can put this one in.
Very sorry. Some people really don't like when I play ahead like this by myself, I guess, but
okay, let's
play whenever I can. And
oh god, video games. I have a lot of images that are tagged with video games. Like I have so many video game related images. Oh god. Which one do I use? These are the problems when I do this. Like sometimes I get lost in the images and I just take a look at them and I don't know what to choose. I steamrolled most of Chesed Realization. Okay. It makes me look forward to him then. But I think I still have 2 abnormalities left or something. Oh, at least 1. Is the road home the last one? I can't remember. I don't know. Hey Lambda, what pick did you use when you saw you could use Patron Bina? I haven't used one yet. So I'm still gonna have to choose one. It's most likely gonna be one that looks like I'm creaming my pants. Third one, top row. This one? Third one from the left or from the right? Because this one, what does this one say? Video games are magnificent things. Why do you have so many anime screen caps? Who needs to socialize when you can have loads of fun all by yourself? It could also be... I could also like tag this with fetish and masterminding Twitch. Tapping with one hand right now, which is kind of fitting. You could just give me the file names, by the way. It's easier than trying to describe which one you mean. Okay, let's listen to the tone again. What did I actually say?
For me to like play whenever I can and...
Play whenever I can. I have one that's actually kind of good for this occasion. Fuck, I love her so much. Best side character in any piece of media ever.
Interesting.
Interesting, okay. We're just gonna insert a few more pictures, okay, and then I'm gonna end for today. It's quite late already. I didn't plan on doing the full 3-hour stream today. Didn't plan on that.
Okay. Huh?
I have a lot of images that are tagged with huh as well. I just wanted to give people a little bit of insight into oh god, look at all of these. into how I do stuff and why it takes so much time actually to do this as well. Because I think people hear me say, "Oh, it takes me upwards of 3 to 4 hours to edit an episode," and I think some people don't actually believe me when I say this, to be honest. So these are all tagged with "huh." A lot of overlap with shock or dumb or confuse. Yeah. I think when it comes to blue, we would choose this one. I started believing you after I made the Terraria bits. It would take like an entire day for them. Wow. Wow, blue. I want Xiao to redacted me. Step on you? The one with the meme text now might be stupid. Wait, where's this one? It's kind of recent, isn't it? This one. It's from Higurashi. Again, I forgot what I was saying. Nah, it doesn't really fit the whole huh. It doesn't really fit the whole huh. Like the huh is more like a short moment of what's going on. Like this is a pretty good huh one, but this is a huh for reading. This is a huh if you got some information that baffles you. So this is I like this one actually. It's not an anime girl, but it's a pretty good huh image. Or these that literally say huh. They are very good as well. Oh, we could also use hot. I haven't really used her in a while, which sounds weird if I say it now, but oh god, I'm actually gonna use this one. I like this one a lot. Like one of the oldest images I have tagged with huh. You should come here often. We have a lot of fun.
You called me here all of a sudden.
We have a lot of fun? Do you guys? What?
Huh?
Okay, stroke. Stroke is every time I just can't form a sentence, basically. I have a lot of stroke-related images, which are not what you think they could be. I need to be careful. Some of them are tagged with the R word, and I'm not sure if Twitch can detect that. I mean, what? So let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the bug. Good old bug. Why is anime so much fun? Why can't real life be more like anime?
I can speak English too.
Okay, let's see if we've... Oh yeah, let's do this one. I rejoice every time I have the opportunity to use this one. Best image that ever came out of Lobotomy Corporation, in my opinion.
Too. There's a few things the Red Mist left thing real as long as it's made out of light and exists in the library.
I'm not gonna show you my collection of lewd images because that's like pages upon pages of stuff that is tagged with lewd. Well, there's actually quite a lot of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. What am I saying exactly here?
Anything real as long as it's made out of light and exists in the library.
Okay, that could work. Sorry, I'm just looking at my images and smirking inside and outside as well, to be honest. God, there's so many images. Not even at the end of it. Okay, I think I found one right at the very beginning. actually. One that could work. No, actually. And this is what happens. Sometimes I want to find the perfect fucking picture. And then I get stuck on that, which is why it takes so long. You know what? I'm gonna go for something simple. I'll go for something simple. Something that not everyone might even recognize. Oh wait, it's not that big. It's a little bit smaller, ironically enough. Okay, sorry. I'm not really taking a look at chat while I'm looking at pictures. No such thing as fun, I agree. Why can't real life be more like anime? You know what? I would be up for our world being replaced with the city, because I'd just get eaten in like 2 days' time and then it would all be over. But I might taste quite nice to someone like Greta, you know? Do you have this picture? Let me take a look. Let me take a look at this picture. No, I don't have this. Who? Is that the claw chasing her? Who is that? Or is it a bird? Is it someone with a foam finger? Who is chasing her? That's quite cute though, I really like that. Our world is all the lame parts of the city, including the mega corporations, right? With most likely singularities we know nothing about. I mean, how the fuck does Twitter work? We don't know. Like, would you actually? It's not a bad question. What fight would I like to see in the game next? Because I might be able to call something that is in the game. So someone I would like to fight. To be honest, I would have liked if we got to see more of the other corporations, because there's this whole. Oh my god! I didn't even notice she was holding her tea. There's this whole concept of singularities, and we know about some singularities, but I'd like to know more. Surely there must be more singularities related to fighting as well. So I'd like to have more stuff that just relates to some in-house corporation fixer offices or something. That would have been cool, in my opinion. A little bit of world building that gives you just background information. Doesn't necessarily lead you down to Argelia and what the fuck he's up to with his posse. Just some branches of the story that might lead nowhere, but would be helpful to just nourish the library or something. Or just give the player some information. That would have been nice. I would have liked to see more of this. However, they can always add something like that later, since, again, it leads nowhere. It doesn't really need to tie in with the story. They just need to maybe like take care where to put it in the story. Anyway, you're finally getting the point of Lobotomir Corporation. What do you mean? I get the point. G Corp is Google. N Corp, Nestle Corporation. Yeah, draining the city of all the water. I'd like to see more of the colors too. Yeah. Actually, one of the colors, don't spoil me if it actually happens, but one of the colors I'd like to see is Sans mother. Didn't they say that Sans mother is quite a famous colored fixer? That's what Lulu said, I believe. Mars's mother, not San. Yeah, Mars, sorry. Mars's mother. Yeah. Sans, not Sans. I think you mean Mars. Yeah, I meant Mars, sorry. I said before that I'm very bad with names. I'm very bad with, I would say, minuscule details, but I'm very bad with everything, basically. Sans? The colors are just European heraldry. Whatever the fuck this means. I hope we get things relating to other corps for Star of the City general invitations, yeah. A Corp is Amazon. It would work size-wise, but I don't think Amazon has anything to do with patent law. I think A Corp just literally represents the law of the city, basically, because A Corp is the, how do you put it? What's the word? Like, they're basically the government at this point, aren't they? Overseeing everything. There's a lot of smaller governmental bodies that might be able to do whatever they want. Like, obviously, the head won't interfere with what the fingers are up to. But that's only because the fingers know to behave. They know not to go overboard. Right? They know, okay, the back streets are ours and we might be able to double a little bit in the nests or something. But if we get too big, our heads will be on the chopping block. I hope the heraldry equals colors theory ends up being true. I don't know what heraldry is, to be honest. So I can't even tell if that's a spoiler. By the way, if you didn't know, San and Bada are brothers. Yeah, I knew that. Someone commented that because San and Bada both mean something. I can't remember what they mean. I think one means mountain and the other means something else, similar or something in Korean. So that's quite cool, actually, something like this. I would have liked to see more of that as well, but you can't make everyone related in the city. We're not in, like, goddamn Alabama or something. Mountain and sea. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You will learn more about the head and certain wings after Star of the City. Thank you. Thank you. Looking forward to this. So that's what I would actually like to see in the game. There's some good there's some great world building in the game already, which it really makes you stop and think every once in a while. Even if you think, oh, I know a lot about the city now, or I know how stuff works, something weird happens. That makes sense in the grand scheme of things, but you never really stop to consider it, for example. I can't really think of an example off the top of my head, but it's what the game does to me, at least. And I'm really happy about that. I'm happy about the amount of thought that seems to have gone into it even before they wrote all of that stuff. Because in order to, I've praised the writing before quite a lot of times, I believe. But in order to write something as coherent as the background of the city, you need to have a general outline of it very, very early on, because otherwise you write yourself into a fucking corner so quickly. And it's curious because we got the strongest, maybe strongest entity like the head very early, and we knew a little bit about the power levels of fixes and colors. But there's still so much in between, and they managed to make it so nuanced that it kind of works out. And they didn't even have to retcon that much, I believe. So yeah. Hopefully Lambda sees it now. Sees what? They said they already had Ruina written when they did Lobotomy Corporation. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, they must have had, as I said, a general outline. Most likely not everything, though, because that would be entirely crazy. Tincture is the limited palette of colors and patterns used in heraldry. The need to define, depict, and correctly blason the various tinctures is one of the most important aspects of heraldic art and design. The use of tinctures dates back to the formative period of European heraldry in the 12th and 13th centuries. The range of tinctures and the manner of depicting and describing them has evolved over time as new variations and practices have developed. I still don't get it. How is that related to Ruina now? Can someone read up a bit? I said it, Lambda. Read up a bit. Medieval banners and everything. Coat of arms. Oh, coat of arms. Okay. What, the colors are... colors are coat of arms. Okay, I made the connection now. So you mean to say... Wait, do you mean that? Like, how do you come to that conclusion, though? How do several people come to that conclusion? Is it because several people can inherit the same color? Like, if the purple tier now dies, someone else with a similar skill set of being able to spatial teleport will be the new purple tier? Or do they get a new name, a new code name or something? Or I'm not sure why people are fixated on this thing. Yeah, I can't really, like, I see similarities, but I can't make the connections either. It's fun finding more obscure references. You do realize there's a name for this phenomenon where people find stuff that were unintended by the creator and get attributed to it later because it's entirely coincidental, but it works. There's a name for that. Is it the Mandela effect? Isn't the Mandela effect where you think something is true when it isn't true? Which is similar, but not quite the thing I'm going for, I think. So whatever, yeah, it's just that sometimes, as good as the writing is, and as great as I believe they are, I don't think every theory that people find or think is true, or every reference has been considered by them as much as you think it has been, maybe. Since, I don't know, it would be very weird if they put so much... I don't know, it's just that we will most likely also never get clear answers regarding that, since there's no real reason to answer this stuff. It's fun to theory craft, though. That I can agree on. Want to see something cursed. Yeah, I guess we're not going to do any more editing today. Oh, fuck me. I just saw the preview image. What is going on there? What is going on there? How many people are watching this still, by the way? 32 people are watching me actually just read to read what you guys are writing and talk to you. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get rid of the let's talks now. I'm gonna work them off. Why would you do that? But why the Toon Me pictures I saw so far worked perfectly, but I think they work better with real life pictures than animes, I guess. Okay, Arcane sent in this, which we had this before. Sorry, I will close that. Sorry, it's not cool. Gebura and Bina floors are the best, don't add me, says Dev Key. Most likely, I'm looking forward to unlocking their ego cards. I'm looking forward to have every floor unlocked, because then I can finally start using other floors. Since I agree, Spiria, you said that underneath my recent video, right? Since I'm overusing Malka's floor, and I fully agree with you. But it's just that over time, and due to the fact that this was the first floor that had everything unlocked, I funneled most of my good stuff in there, and I got used to the mechanics of this floor. But if I have everything else on the same level, I can start distributing my new decks and my new cards and everything else that's new across all of the other floors as well. And maybe I'm going to find a new favorite. Maybe I'm going to find some funny stuff that is quite nice to have or something on some other floors. And I'm going to use them. Because in the beginning, I used a lot of Roland's floor. But as soon as I unlocked ego cards, why the fuck? People say that Roland is still strong, even without. And I agree. But not with the decks I currently have on that floor. They're dog shit. Which is entirely my fault. But still, they're dog shit. Okay. So yeah, I'm looking forward to unlocking everything. I'm looking forward to getting Hogma. Knowing that Hogma's realization is done already. Kind of crazy. Oh man, that's pretty cool. So for the people that don't know, we're going to do this on Saturday. We're going to draw some abnormality pictures as well. We're going to engage with my video. I'm going to release in about 1.5 hours or something, depending on how long I will keep streaming. We're going to deck build a little, most likely, and we're going to do this. We're going to draw in MS Paint or something similar. And everyone will be able to join in. Like, everyone is free to upload the process or progress, rather, and the images, and we're going to take a look at them. And we're going to see if anyone can draw as good as Tenochi and Arcane can, because I severely doubt it. Especially, Arcane seems to be very good in these little doodles. They look amazing. I love this so much. I'm also very glad. Arcane, thank you so much for giving me that idea in the first place to do this. Otherwise I wouldn't have known what to do with Saturday, really. Lambda, you must let yourself fall to the lies and curiosity memes on Cater, all free cost pages and such. I know how strong it is, and I have Lowell's page on Roland, so that's actually quite good, but the other decks are just so bad I have on there that the floor can't really carry anything, sadly. I have a hot shit post I made that I'll share. Today or on Saturday, anyway. Lies and Curiosity are the two best Abno pages in the game, since they come in at emotion 1 and let you cheat super hard with deck building. Makes you think if they... Well, they won't. They won't nerf that at this point, right? Any thoughts about how the game will end? Whenever I talked about that, I can't remember if I talked about that in a recording or during a stream, but there's two ways the game will end. In my opinion, two major ways the game will end. One way is, or maybe there's three ways actually. One way is Angela will realize the error of her ways and be good, or rather try to do good. The other one is Angela will realize her goal in a tragic way and still not realize what she did, kind of like A did. And the third one is Roland will come out of left field, which he won't since everyone expects him to betray her at this point, I believe, and foil Angela's plan. So we have like two of those ends have Angela reaching her goal, one of which would be a good end for her, the other one would be a bad end for her. And then we have Roland, since at this point in time, I don't know. I know that he's most likely angry at her for causing the distortion stuff, but just stabbing her won't really do anything, I guess. Especially since she's considered to be immortal with the whole library stuff. So he must end until she's fully, or rather he must endure until she's fully human. And then she's gonna go, "Et tu, Roland?" When he, like, does a stabby stab in her baggy bag. Lies and Curiosity rots the brain more than Unga. More than anime too? They buffed Curiosity a long time ago. Okay. How do you rate Argalia as a villain out of all the other anime villains you've seen? I feel like I'm missing some of his background still. It was kind of weird when, spoilers, the Purple Tear appeared and they were talking like they knew each other for ages or something, and she was his mentor, and yeah, that was a little bit weird. It gave you information. Oh god, Arcane, I love this, by the way. It gave you background information, but it made me like think about Argalia some more. We actually don't really know what's going on. I do like the batshit like approach he's having with a lot of the stuff, but at the same time, I'm not really a fan of him being some kind of weird, incredibly powerful being that much. Like he seems just brokenly strong. He's a color, yes, but why is he so brokenly strong? Something must have happened to level him up so much. And I think we're gonna see that he has some ego and hasn't revealed it yet or something. Or maybe he has distortion and he hasn't, no one is able to see it or something. I don't know. Like one or the other, right? One or the other. He has a gang of distortions, yeah, but he himself is already, like, he has superhuman speed. He has the ability to plan ahead. Even without Eileen. Even without Eileen, he was able to be at the right time to save Eileen from Full Stop Office. Mostly because he initiated the raid on Eileen in the first place by getting She Office to investigate her or something, right? So he is masterminding himself quite a lot. But at the same time, it feels too perfect, a Kaikaku, to just happen willy-nilly, you know? There must be something going on with him being able to just be incredibly smart or something. I don't know. I don't know. Some stuff is just too convenient for me when it comes to him. It's just a little bit too convenient. We haven't seen the conclusion of his arc, so we can't rate him. Yeah. I still think Carmen is the big bad of the game. somehow. That's my theory. That's my pet theory. Carmen was the baddie all along, basically. Agalia is a puppet. How does that work? Isn't Roland a puppet according to the opening video? Like he was on puppet strings in this one? But who's playing him really? I wonder. He does have a big ego. He's always so full of himself. Yeah, that's quite fitting though. Yes, those kinda nubby horn / hair clip thingies. They seem sus. The super speed is just how high rank fixes are. Yeah, maybe it was weird because he was fighting against the full stop office at that time. Where it was shown how speedy he is. Yeah, sorry if you have to hold back because I don't know a lot about the story at this point in time. Stop hating Carmen. Never, Lightning Hand. Never. It's just that I need to hate her in order to stop me from loving her too much, maybe. Carmen being straight up evil would be a really shitty predictable twist. Yeah. She wouldn't be straight up evil. She wouldn't be straight up evil. There needs to be, again, the perfect conclusion for the game would be something similar to Lobotomy Corporation, where there's an ending, but you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure if the ending you achieved just now, if it's really considered to be a good ending or not. And the good ending for Lobotomy Corporation was exactly a good ending, but at the same time, if you thought about the whole meta-narrative of what you did to reach this goal, like what happened to the Sephira in order to get the Seed of Light going, that makes you think, and then you get the true ending, and finally A gets his comeuppance by Angela sabotaging him, which makes it a little bit bittersweet. Since everyone suffered a lot, A didn't get to eat his cake, which he didn't anyway since he evaporated into light apparently, but at the same time it all failed. So everything was for naught, all of that suffering. So yeah. Screw Angela, screw Hogma, screw even A, Carmen is where the money is at. I would never screw Hogma, like Old Man is where I draw the line, I think. Watch as we finally collect the light and then it ends ambiguously. Yeah. Continued in Lobotomy Corporation 2. There's nothing sweet about Lobotomy Corporation's ending. They're thanking me, the player blue. That is incredibly sweet. Day 50 was the true ending. I don't know who started this thing of calling the epilogue the true ending. Well, the true ending is always the one that gets continued on. And obviously we're continuing on the ending of Angela sabotaging the Seed of Light, aren't we? So maybe that's why. Or am I misinterpreting this now? I don't quite know. Yeah, but who started calling it like one ending over the other? I don't know. It's just that most of the time, true endings or golden endings require you to do specific requirements, basically, or something. I don't know. Too fuzzy about the wording. Yeah, but in the end, it's just words. Non 100% codex ending isn't really the end. Huh? The ending is going to end with the city in ruins, given we are getting a city builder / management and another game focused in dungeon exploring. Now that is some true galaxy brain thinking, Diablo. That is pretty good, but you always have to consider that the ruins are still a place that is currently existing as well, so you could argue that you're just venturing out to make a new district or something, or expand the district. Or maybe you're rebuilding, actually in the city management game, maybe you're rebuilding like L District L, because it's destroyed by the Seed of Light currently, or the library, I guess. But you're thinking in the right direction. I think. The fact that you can theoretically miss the true ending by doing day 50 but not 100%ing, I think makes it a true ending rather than an epilogue. the thing is that, do you even need to reach day 50 in order to get the true ending, or can you just do everything and get all of the abnormalities and then it triggers before even reaching day 50? I don't know, honestly. Because obviously I did it in the right order, like A, B, C, and D, or rather A, B, C, and then normal end, and then true end, like quotation marks. I don't know. You need to have a day 50 clear. Ah, okay. I didn't know that since, well, I had that. You need to reach day 50 at least once, okay. Dungeon exploring sounds like ruins to me, and that makes you poke real hard. Well, it's gonna take a while until we get the new games, but we can always look forward to that. Hopefully all of us will still be there to experience that. I'm glad that they're able to use the funds they've gotten through Ruina, which was a lot. The game sold pretty good, as far as I know, to just make more games and live off of it, hopefully, since Lobotomy Corporation was a real roller coaster for them, I think. Project Moon said it's those locked Lobotomy Corporation branches. You're building offices just to explore and loot the place. Oh, okay. Remember when you said you want an outskirts survival game? Me too. Yeah, that would be cool. There's so many cool settings you could have. It's great that Ham Ham Pang Pang is a real cafe. I wonder if they're making any money off of that, actually. Currently, it must be quite hard. I don't know how Korea is like dealing with the lockdown and epidemic, but that's some real lateral economic thinking, just branching out like that. I wonder if Project Moon is going to become the next Type Moon. Don't curse it, Spiria. Don't curse it. Maybe after we get some Age games first, then they can go full gacha. But first, I'd need to mollusk Angela. Obscure game dev turns into massive multimedia franchise. Could happen, but I don't know if I want this. I mean, I'd like them to be happy and have enough money to never worry again, since they made great games, but at the same time, we all know what happens when game companies get too big and rest on their laurels. Is that what you say? It can corrupt them. Like, no one is safe. Money can really get to your head, and once your company gets too big, it might get muddy, like your whole game development intention and stuff. I don't know. It's time, Lobotomy Corporation Universe gacha game. It's not necessarily just Cyberpunk 2077, but when was the last time that a AAA company released a good game? Actually. When was the last time? I can't remember. I've been playing just so many like AA games or indie games. I don't really follow AAA game corporations anymore. How can Project Moon make cute girls every time? It's crazy how many, let's be honest, good-looking people. It's not just women in this game. Everyone looks, design-wise, they don't even need to look cute or good, but the designs are just very nicely made. There's a lot of detail going into these outfits most of the time. Early 2000s? Yeah, it must be when I last bought one of these as well. I don't even know what counts as AAA anymore. Well, the big ones, I guess, like Ubisoft and Bethesda and like all of the big release console releases and stuff, like the ones for console releases, like the big games like The Last of Us and shit. And let's be honest, those games are quite crap. I can't even have a wife because I want to wife all of them. That's polygamy, Blue. There's a word for that. What video editing software would you recommend if you know any? A few years ago, I was using the Adobe one, but Adobe went subscription-based, I believe, which is why I don't support them anymore. because fuck that, honestly. So what would I recommend? I think a good place to start would be to get one that's free or has a trial phase and see if you can work with that. And most of them have one, actually. If you want to go Vegas, go for the newest one. And not, like, I don't even know how I ended up with 13, because when I started editing, like 15 was out already, but I just had 13 lying around somewhere on a CD. So I installed that, since I didn't want to pay any money for something. Like, I don't really make money off of YouTube, so I don't really want to spend any money for YouTube, at least not too much. So yeah, otherwise, it's really hard to recommend one. I'm not a good video editing pro or something. Like, there's people out there that do this way better than me. Like 99% of the people on YouTube, most likely. I use Adobe Premiere. Yeah, Premiere is a good program overall. Like, Adobe stuff is always well polished, but can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing as well. They made compelling characters that only lasted 30 minutes. That's the secret, maybe. Yeah, it's crazy how, like, remember how crazy people were going over Pierre? And that was a single reception. Like, we got the crazy cannibal waifu for, like, a 5-minute story segment and a 2-minute fight, if you know what you're doing. And people still remember her fondly. I think everyone is going to remember Pierre. Even if you start playing the game now, Pierre is going to be, like, a name you're going to remember forever, basically. Imagine simping for a cannibal. Oh, something, mouth and eating, Arcane. I used Shotcut for editing, but it lags like crazy. I used Shotcut as well when I started my YouTube channel. I used it for a long time, and then I went, like, I got a problem with some footage, and I went over to Vegas and it fixed it. Funny how all of the District 23 girls are great. Yeah. Even Greta, I guess. Even Greta. Oh, her fucking voice. Pierre and Finn were the most memorable for the early game. I'd argue Lulu. I really liked Lulu. But that's just, she's also just my type of girl, I guess. Like, slightly tomboyish girl in hoodie that doesn't take no shit and likes to eat cake. That's exactly my type of girl, actually. Lulu sucks, I hate her. It's okay, Blue. There's more Lulu for me then. Greta is nice. Bite me. You mean Greta is supposed to bite you? She softlocked everyone when the first came out. When the game first came out. Kinda, I don't know. However, I'm gonna have to end the stream now. Honestly, otherwise I'm not gonna have time to record anything. And I do want to record. So I think I decided now that I'm gonna do Gebura's realization. Which means next 1.5 hours might be me slowly descending into madness again, and on Saturday I will be angry at you for telling me to do it. I don't know. She wished she sucked Mars. I would have been such a good pairing too. Yeah, I don't know how to end the stream actually. I'm very sorry we didn't get through like a lot. Like picture-wise, we like maybe placed 6 or 7 pictures or something. Marker-wise, we are about 2/3 in. However, doing this today has really helped me when it comes to next week, since next week on Wednesday after the stream or something, I can just whip up this file, finish marking everything. On Thursday, I can just insert all of the pictures in a quick 1.5 hour session or something. And then I can edit it and maybe on Friday next week, everything will be on time. However, give me a second. I can show you right now a little bit of a spoiler if you don't want to get spoiled on this Friday's episode. Give me a second. I'm just opening up the file right now. I haven't really done much for that yet. I need to edit this still. This is the crazy thing. Like, this is the footage with all of my grinding and getting to the point cut out. And it's 1 hour 50 already, like give or take a little bit less because of these empty segments here. But this is basically 1 hour 50 of me talking about the Tiberef fight. And just a segment for Nihil alone is 40 minutes. That's how long it took me to do this. And I do wonder if other people take just as long or not. I don't know. I can't tell if I'm just incredibly slow sometimes or careful once I reach... Like, when I reached that, basically it was the first time I defeated the Servant of Wrath I got to this point. And I was incredibly careful at that point, especially since they all had these weird passives and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I didn't know who I wanted to take anything over with because I couldn't really understand like if it even worked the way I assumed it was working. So I just did everything like very slowly. But yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with the Servant of Wrath. Like, not pictured here is about this much. About an additional hour of me just bashing my head against the Servant of Wrath, which is kind of crazy. And then it happened, and I got the King of Greed. Oh no, I died once against the King of Greed. Yeah, here we go. I died once against the King of Greed, and then I got back. Let me show you something, actually. Like, this won't be a spoiler, but something incredible happened during the King of Greed fight. Let's see if I can show you. What is it? Here we go. Here we go. So the King of Greed, you know how it works, right? You need to clash with a certain page against his stuff. He was attacking, who is that? Parker, I believe? And Parker didn't have the fragment, but Parker somehow still managed to block it all, I believe, with sturdy defense. Look at this. He rolled a 9, actually a 10. He rolled a 9 against a 9. He rolled a 14 against a 12. And then he attacked him. And then he had the Fragment of Bliss in his other roll. So I didn't have enough, basically. Which was the hypest moment ever. When that happened, I thought, holy shit, that can't be real. I just got incredibly lucky. Like, I don't know if people will even pick this up or if I'm gonna have to highlight it somehow. But I saw that and I thought, thank you, Parker. Very based. Thank you so much. That is a wow moment, yeah. And you can only appreciate that if you got whipped by that before, which I was. So that's the beauty of this defensive sweeper decks, I guess, that I built for this realization with Tiberef and her Sims. Sturdy defense is incredibly good. Sturdy defense is almost as good as combat preparation. Swear to God, the very last encounter in this game, I'm gonna have combat preparation in my deck. I just know it. It's such a great card, and it has Isadora on it, which is... I love Isadora. She's cool as well. I miss her. Anyway, I'm gonna end now. I want to record something. Again, thank you very much. If you joined me now for the first time or something because you don't really like streams or because you don't really have the time to watch me stream or something, you don't have to watch me stream in the first place. This was something special, basically, me editing an episode. I wanted to do this for quite a long time, and I thought it would be fitting to do it during Project Moon Week. I hope you got some insight. I hope you had some fun. I hope I managed to take away a little bit of your boredom this evening or day or whatever time it is for you. I'm really glad I did that. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot due to the interaction with you guys, and I always like this. I always like to just waffle on and talk with people, basically. Yeah, wait, before you go. Before I go, a YouTube link. Let me take a look. Yeah, you can join the Discord if you want. I told everyone that I would join the Discord like once it gets 100 members, but that will never happen. Was it 100 or 1,000? Ganon Gangnam. Okay, and on that bombshell, we're gonna end. Professionally, with a splash screen like that. Oh, now I have the Gangnam Style song in my head. Thank you very much. I needed that, I think. Good night, everyone. Good night, good day, and look forward to the video in about, again, 1.5 hours. Don't let yourself get influenced by me, but I really hope this is the one I'm most unsure about this week. And yeah, I hope it's still good somehow anyway. Bye.